Okay, hello everyone
Oh,
to the Offensive Charm podcast. Welcome in everybody. Episode 118. Oh, whoops, that should not have been.
That was weird. What the fuck?
Whoops. My bad. I
we're
was
very
opening
professional.
I was opening the video so I could see the chat. But I forgot my volume was up on my phone. Oops. Anyway, welcome in everybody to episode 118. I am Alex, some most just call me Jazz, and of course joined by my dear beloved friends, Emerada and Bear.
Hi.
Hello.
And they are as enthusiastic as always. You'll love to see it.
I'm in pain. Leave me alone.
Some things
Yeah,
never
well,
change.
I'm always in pain. You get used to it. Anyway, of course,
Tell me about it.
This would usually be one of the weeks that we're also joined by Asta, but Asta is apparently in the most pain of all of us because he is not feeling up to joining us tonight. So it's just going to be the three of us this time around, which, it's not ideal, but it happens. Sometimes some people can't make it. We're probably not going to have everybody every single time. So, it is what it is. And we'll just have to do what we can to roll with it, But that all being said, I suppose we'll just go through everything.
Housekeeping from Rada.
Yes.
Oh, is that what I'm doing now?
Housekeeping.
Yeah, fuck that.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, no, if you're gonna do that, I ain't saying shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
I don't even housekeep in my own house. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so if you want to ask us questions, you can go ahead and do that. The Q&A is set up right there in front of you. We will glad to answer your questions, whatever they are, at the end of the show. However, if at any point in time you want to go ahead and torture us, make Jazz say funny things, make us watch things, have an important question that you must have answered on the spot, you can go ahead and send us money. And that money gets devoted right back here to making your experience better. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right.
I've finished.
Good work.
Oh,
Well done.
that was
Well done. Thank you. Well, then I suppose we can just go ahead and
That's
get
very quick.
into. I mean, hey, it happens. It is what it is. But with that, we can pretty much just get straight into the weeks. Anybody here had a week?
Yeah, I had a week.
Yeah, what did you do?
I passed it on to Rada.
That doesn't make
Go
sense.
ahead. Yeah. That was my week.
Damn.
You made a
Damn.
week and you gave it to me?
Waiting for
That
you to
doesn't
go
make any
first.
sense.
That's crazy.
I spent all week
Fucking
waiting.
frame one strats. Just
So
immediately
you
hit her
didn't
with
do
the,
anything else but
hit her with
to
the
pass
mix
your week?
instantly.
No, I got finished with my Path of Exile adventures, at least as far as the solo character goes. Did all the game's achievements for this league, and I'm happy to be done. Very much
Did
still
you?
enjoy the game, but
But you played a lot of it.
I played a lot of it, and grinding at the end is it gets to be miserable. I will say that the end game has changed considerably for the good. It's a lot more fun to do the end game grind now than it was just the patch before. The changes are insane. And that's because they give you a lot more options to get quick dopamine hits with like achievements and stat point. Well, not stat points, but like map points. It's a whole thing. Tons of fun though. Killed all the bosses. Can retire that character now for the rest of the league.
Yay.
I got started with Pow World.
Mm.
I want to be playing Pow World right now.
Same.
Yep.
Mhm.
I was worried about this, so I put it off for like an extra day and just didn't start it. And then now it's consuming my life like I knew it would.
Yep.
Man,
It's a problem.
It is. And it's going to be a problem. I know that by the next time we talk, I'm just going to say, hey, my week was spent playing Pow World.
Pretty
Nothing
much.
But power. Hey, that's what I was gonna say for my week this week. What the fuck, man?
I mean, that's basically what I did this week.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Hey,
Which
everybody's
is why I
playing
went
Power
first.
World. Let's
I
go.
I didn't want to, have to say I'm following the trend. I wanted to be the trendsetter.
he wanted to be original, but no, he's
yes.
just a bear.
Fuck. And then I had my niece's birthday party. Plural, we did both of them back to back. They're about a week apart, but we figured it would be easier. Though I think really hope this is going to be the last time for that. The older one turns 7, and the younger one is turning 5. So the 7-year-old got to have all of her little class friends over, and they all gave her
Aw.
presents. And so the 4-year-old, as until next week, didn't quite understand why she
Ooh.
wasn't getting things, and it's kind of
Yeah,
rained
that's
on her
really
parade for the day.
uneven.
Yeah,
If-
and trying to teach her about fairness and hey, so it's not unfair that she's getting these things. It's her birthday. These are her friends, and they're not yours. But she doesn't. It's not.
It's hard to help them understand at that age. And honestly, if there's one thing I've always firmly believed is that unless they're twins, the kid's birthday should be their birthday. They shouldn't have to share it.
No, and so that's why I'm saying I'm really hoping this is the last year that they do that. I think
Yeah.
they noticed how rough it was on her. It wasn't an issue last year. At 3, she kind of just didn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. But now she's getting to that age.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, and they had like some water bounce house set up for it, and some other like pool thing because it was fucking hot out. It got to be about 95. And I am not an outside person. I was unfortunately outside. Yeah, a surprise, right? You
In this weather? Ugh.
totally not tell by the fact that I'm on a podcast. Yeah, I was outside for a good majority of the day, and I'm burned everywhere. I have incredible sunburn all up and down my arms and all over my skull because I like to keep my hair basically non-existent. So I don't know if you've ever gotten sunburn on your head and then had to wear, headphones for like a podcast. But it's not fun. I don't
No.
enjoy it.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I am in pain and itchy, very itchy.
Do you have any potatoes?
No, I'm just gonna, and I could go get some aloe or something too.
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds fucking weird, but you slice some potatoes and you put it on the burn. It does actually help. I've had to do it
I believe you.
before, and it was a lifesaver. It actually kept it from peeling nearly as bad. But I do recommend that.
And I'll maybe look into it. I just don't want to waste the money. I can bear it out.
Yeah. I mean, but aloe's good to have around the house anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean, if you're gonna get something anyway, don't just let yourself suffer.
But Rada, suffering is free.
No, it's
No,
not.
but-
It comes with the bills later. It's just delayed money spending.
Yeah, I'll probably pick up some lotion for it, some Vera. But
And you can price a 5-pound bag of potatoes and a thing of aloe vera. One of them may actually be less expensive.
look, I'm gonna bet the potatoes are gonna be a lot less expensive. However, the idea of wasting potatoes on my flesh rather than something that could go into my stomach just
You can fry them and eat them. I don't know that I necessarily recommend it, but you can.
Ah, yes, body oil fried potatoes.
You can figure out how you taste.
I don't want to do that. I don't want any person in my life to know that flavor either. I think that's just one of those things that's gonna go to the grave with me.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's just an idea.
I'm worried now about what you and Sheep get up to. I don't want to ask. As long as you're not a yogurt maker, I think it's fine. That's my week though.
No, I would never do that. No. Mm-mm. I am making some sour cream, but that's the normal way.
I went to college with a girl who brought in homemade yogurt.
Ugh.
She had people try it.
No, she didn't warn them first.
Shit.
Oh no, she warned them.
And they still tried it.
A couple guys did.
Oh God, they need mental help.
Yeah, she got kicked
Like,
out.
did they was she cute? Is that why they tried it? Were they trying to like?
Yeah, she was
Okay.
intentionally attractive.
Okay, all right. Man, I doubt it was worth it for any of them. Though it was.
No. No.
Yeah.
Oh, and you could tell it was bad too.
Oh, there's no way that was good.
They tried to not make the faces. They made faces.
Nope.
But yeah, that was my week. Please, let's move on. I don't want to give myself, nightmares again.
It might be too late on that.
It might be.
So I guess that makes it my turn. I played
Oh.
Pal World.
How's that going?
It was great. I am very much enjoying it. I have my own server, and then I have a server that we're playing with on Saturday with 2 friends, and then I have another server I play on. It's an awful lot for me. This is not how I play games generally.
Yeah. I just I can't, because at this point I've kind of zeroed in on just like the one playthrough I'm doing, like because obviously Sheep's busy, so like trying to get together on Sunday afternoons is going to be challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe next Sunday he's free, but I know this one he wasn't, so I don't know.
Yeah, he had to work this one.
Yeah. So like I essentially just kind of zeroed in on the one server I'm on, and even that is like, God, it takes so long to do like so much shit now, because I'm nearing in on endgame. Like my character's level 72 or something like that, which the new level cap is 80, so I'm pretty close to hitting it. But yeah, now everything takes fucking forever to actually make, if you don't properly set your base up for efficiency and all that. It's like, oh,
Or
Jesus.
turn down
I'm
the
sorry.
settings.
Or that, yeah. But I mean, I think because we're playing on Mizu's server.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. I got an
I think
invite to that one. Shit, I forgot.
Well, damn. But yeah, I think Mizu's just been playing with the settings pretty much set to like default.
Yeah, the
Maybe
vanilla.
a couple of things.
Yeah.
It only like slightly adjusted. So for the most part, it's like typical crafting speeds and like mining speeds and all that shit, right?
Yeah. The one I'm playing on, they actually almost entirely got rid of stamina. Eggs instantly hatch. Everything crafts faster.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm gonna just fucking ash, because Sheep's also like doing his own runs on other servers. Like next time we get together for our server, I'm gonna ask if he wants to just like reset it and then just crank everything up to like max speed, so we don't have to fuck around too much with just trying to make shit. Because we're both already going through all like a proper runs on other servers, so yeah.
Right. That makes
At
sense.
this point, you'd probably be up to it. It'd save us both some time. Let us do other shit. Without this,
It does make things easier in some ways.
Yeah, and especially how inconsistent it's going to be that we can actually get together to play the game together.
Right.
It might just be better that way, the way things are going. So
I understand both your positions with this.
Yeah.
And I think for like if you're playing multiple in a row, speeding shit up makes sense. I'm gonna be honest. I'm playing on normal, like standard stuff right now, and I am really considering restarting to slow everything down.
Some people are just like that.
You said you're playing on standard and it's still too fast?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you might find it slows down more for you in the end.
Yeah.
probably
Oh, yeah.
will,
Once you get to late game, that's when you hit like a fucking brick wall that you have to then slowly push forward to actually get anywhere. So yeah, that feeling will hit you before too long, Bear. Don't you worry. But I imagine there's also just the fact that, like, because you played like the beta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably and I'm assuming you got like pretty far in, like probably up to end game back then. Yeah. So there's also just the fact that you already know what to do, where to go, all that shit, right? So that's obviously expediting your process quite a bit, I would imagine.
Yeah. That is part of the thing. I have a fairly decent base knowledge to to do shit. Which speeds up the beginning parts of the game quite a bit. And that's probably just the issue I'm experiencing. I'm probably going to be fine. I haven't restarted yet, obviously. But I don't know. It just sometimes it feels like it's like, yes, I've just gotten this PAL. 2 hours later, I'm way past when I would ever want to use that thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Wanting to turn down things so that you enjoy the journey longer, and it's not like you're streaming to other people or anything, so you don't have to worry about if you're boring other people. It's just you and whatever pace you want to play at. So I get it. But yeah, so I played Pal World. I've had to skip 2 of the morning shows last week just because I wasn't feeling well, and then we're watching these dogs here, and they've made 2 of the dogs jealous, and they chase the cats. So that's always a fun thing that you have to deal with. Plus, I got kind of sick towards the end of the week, but I'm kind of over that now. We did D&D, but I didn't stream it. I kind of got the feeling that it's probably not a very exciting D&D session for people to engage with, because we do have a rules lawyer friend. He was way better this time, but you know, when everything's being interrupted to discuss the rules, it gets a little dry.
Yeah.
So in general, I feel like it's really hard to make like D&D consistently entertaining when you're trying to stream it to people, you know?
I mean, some people find various things about it entertaining, but yeah.
I think if you're making D&D fun for the general audience to watch, you're making D&D unfun for the players to play.
Yeah, because then you're spending
It'll-
more time
it'll-
on the play acting and less on the actual gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that'll also depend on the players you have involved, right? Like me specifically, I lean more towards the like RP and, you know, like kind of like fucking around between moments, you know, tell little jokes and shit like that. Those are the parts of the game I enjoy more than just the fighting, right? Because the fighting is, you know, very mechanical because it's fucking D&D. So I actually don't get a whole lot of enjoyment out of that. And what I typically do to like spice that up is try to throw a little bit of like RPing into like the combat actions, just to, you know, play the character more and give the character more personality, because I'm putting on a show, and that's kind of that's the element I enjoy of D&D. So
Right.
I feel like it's warranted in that
I
instance.
mean, it depends on a lot of things. Plus, you're playing 5, aren't you?
Yes, but like adjusted, because like Rosa fucking hates 5e.
I can't blame her.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah,
Everyone
do. So yeah, she adjusts the rules and items and all kinds of shit to her preferences, which is fine because she still keeps within reason.
I mean, my preferred version is 2, but we're playing 3.5, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. So, but Rosa just like takes 5e and just kind of tweaks it here and there to make it less irritating to her, and I guess probably to all of us. I mean, the things that irritate her would probably irritate most other people as well, seeing as how the general consensus of 5e is that most people don't much care for certain things. Maybe the whole thing, maybe the edition overall, but again, that's going to be there's going to be mingling opinions depending on who you ask and all that. But
yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. But
yeah, and as for me, as someone who's playing D&D for the first time, technically, I mean, the campaign's been going on for like 3 years now, but still technically my first campaign ever. So I'm not terribly bothered one way or the other, because I don't have a whole lot of stuff to bounce it off of in terms of like D&D experience.
Yeah, you don't have the experience to.
It's your only point of reference at this point.
Yeah, and I'm cool with it. So I'm having a good time. Yeah.
That's definitely normal, but. And then we did the Power World server on Saturday, and I might as well pull that up now.
Sure, yeah.
Game released today, and I bought it instantly. It's called Scarlet Deer Inn.
Oh, that one. Gotcha.
I've already purchased this game. I don't know when I'll stream it, but I plan to stream it because this is the type of indie creativity and honestly view on culture and everything that needs to be encouraged. I don't think the sound's coming through, but I don't know if that's your fault or my fault.
Oh, I had it muted because you were talking. So
okay, that's fine. No, it's fine. On the plus side, that is something you can Control Z and fix.
Okay.
That's amazing. That cat's a fucking menace.
Yeah, it really is. So just to let everybody know what just happened there, why we disappeared and went to the loading screen for a second. Sam managed to step on my keyboard and delete the loading or the guest scene here from OBS. So that was fun. On the plus side, Control Z also fixes the issue. I really need him to stay off the keyboard so that he doesn't accidentally end the stream.
Yeah. Maybe put up a little cat gate around your.
Honestly, I should just kick him out of the office and close the door. But it doesn't help that I also have my dinner.
That might be a money idea. I don't know. Like just a little fucking gate you can put up around your desk, just specifically to keep your cats away from your like important shit while you're trying.
Have you ever met a cat?
Man? Because like I feel like every streamer I fucking know has a cat, and so like maybe a little like desk fence thing.
Yeah, do you know what it's gonna do? Do you know what that's gonna do? It's gonna encourage them to jump over it and land on whatever you have on inside of it. That's exactly what that will do.
You've given them a box.
And now they want in the box. More than anything. Especially because you want them kept out of it. They want in there. And they will...
So what you can do, though, is you set up a decoy and you have in your room. You do. You either have like a box and like a heating stone in it, or just like tape down a box shaped like a rectangle.
Oh.
Cats don't care.
Okay, for a sec, I thought you were talking about like a fucking like stream setup decoy. Where you buy a whole.
You put a keyboard in there and the mouse.
Yeah, and like your actual stream setup is in another room.
I mean, sadly, this cat that wouldn't work because he doesn't really care about the keyboard and everything. He wants the attention.
Yeah, it's not perfect because some do just want.
Yeah, no, he wants me to pet him. I was downstairs in the kitchen, and he decided that at that moment, he absolutely must have my attention. So he got up on the back of one of the kitchen chairs and proceeded to jump himself to my shoulder. He will probably end up being a parrot cat, one of the ones that sits on someone's shoulder as they walk around. Because he is that kind of creature. And right now, he is just loving up on me like... I am the best thing since catnip. But that's just because he wants my dinner.
I can hear him.
Yeah, he's purring into the mic again. Or well, that one's Sam. You've heard Chuck do that too, but Chuck isn't as bad as this one. Mm-hmm. I mean, Chuck has his moments, but this one actually wants to be on me. Chuck just wants to check out everything in the area. Chuck is the one that the decoy box will work on.
By the way, somewhat related news. Fucking Rosa and Patho brought home another kitten.
Oh God!
I know. I fucking know.
So where are they up to now? Bear, is it like 5?
I don't know because they're fucking liquid. They have a cat and they get rid of the cat. They get a new cat.
Are they fostering?
I don't think that was the intention, but shit just keeps happening, I guess. I don't know. Patho like works with animals, like she's a groomer, an animal groomer. Mm-hmm. So I think she's got like sort of a direct feed to cats around the area, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guess that would also include whether or not like homeless cats.
Well, a lot of groomers will work with like the shelters and stuff to help animals.
Yeah.
Get a better appearance.
Yeah, and then Patho being Patho, like sometimes she just can't help herself, and I guess Rosa / Jin, she just doesn't know how to say no sometimes.
It's hard to say no about that kind of stuff. I mean, it'd be like sheep telling me not to have puppies or something,
At a certain number of cats, though, I feel like you gotta something's got to give somewhere at some point.
If you have the room, I mean, it all depends on the room and making sure the cats are cared for and. I know people who have had up to 12 cats in the same home.
Okay.
And I mean, they clean the litter boxes every day, and they just know how to take care of them. It's all about how much time you're willing to devote. And if you don't have kids, it's easier to do.
This is true. I will say though, just a little bit of Patho defense here for whatever reason. Jin wants those damn cats. It's not like he's having his arm twisted.
Okay.
So it's a joint venture. Yeah, that's they're just both screwed at that point. They're going to have all the cats. Anyway, so back to talking about the game before Sam so kindly interrupted us.
Yeah. So I got a still here for you, so you can
Alright,
kind of
yep.
see what's going on with the art style if you want to get into that a bit.
Yeah, so it's called Scarlet Deer. In every sprite you see, every moving character, the words, everything were actually embroidered. This woman used an embroidery machine, and each sprite has multiple poses, and then they went through and animated them using embroidery, which is
It's incredible, but it also sounds fucking horrific for the person like actually doing it, right?
well,
Like,
I mean, she used a machine, so it wasn't that bad. The hard part was designing them and then inputting it and making sure it came out right.
yeah,
and then
but it's
obviously
it's
the
like
animation.
next level from like hand drawn sprites, right? Like this is next level, looks like a level beyond that shit, and it's like Jesus Christ, you wouldn't have thought that we could get
Yeah.
there, but we're there, right?
No, I mean, this is
it's like fucking claymation to make a video game or something.
it's a whole. Well, I mean, people do that all the time too.
Oh, true. That's a fair point. Yeah,
But
what was
it
that one
is
called the other day.
the Midnight Walk.
Yeah, that's the one. Midnight Walk.
Yep,
yeah.
that one's cool too. But that kind of artistry is something you obviously will never see in a AAA game. But
Oh, fuck no.
it's something that I genuinely think should absolutely be encouraged. I highly recommend people check this out. I played the demo. It's based on Slavic lore, Czech lore.
I was wondering why there was no black people.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if this game's gonna make it on the ESG award this year, but I
Probably
mean,
not.
you know, everything else seems
I
cool,
mean-
so whatever. It's fine, I guess. You know.
I mean, it's got. I mean, you're really screwed all the way around. It's traditional Slavic music played on traditional Slavic instruments with a Slavic story. You ain't gonna find a whole lot of melanin in the story.
No.
What?
There are
Hang on. What is
pictures.
happening here? Why does he look so calm?
It gets
That's terrifying.
really dark. You got to remember, this is based on Slavic folklore too, and their
Oh, geez, yeah.
stories
Oh, I
are
noticed.
fucking dark. Yeah, isn't that cool?
All I can think of is I don't know if you guys know that one meme where it's like, out of your friends, which were you? Truck freak, crazy ass, and it shows this fucking horrific like nightmare monster like plays this fucking awful noise, and it's like it's some word in like some weird Slavic language. like you guys
don't know that one.
oh, you never see it? Hang on. I gotta find this shit real quick just so you can see it, so you can know what the fuck I'm talking about. Friends, which here we go. Share this tab instead real quick. Chat probably hopefully at least one person in chat has seen this fucking thing before.
I'm gonna shrink that down.
Which are you? Truck freak, crazy ass. The fire. Out of your friends, which are you? Truck freak, crazy ass.
That's cute.
Whatever the fuck this is. And I can't read that. I don't know when you guys.
No, it's in Russian or something. That's
Yeah,
Cyrillic. I
it's-
don't read Cyrillic.
Oh, okay. But yeah, kind of same kind of deal though. Is whatever the fuck this thing's supposed to be. Hang on.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that's supposed to be.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, this is so cool.
It does seem chill though. I mean, you kind of just like pass right by him, and he's kind of just hanging out. So that's
Yeah, you
Well,
sneak by him. God only knows what he does later. But yeah, so the story gets dark fast, and the way everything just looks, the music, the sound, and I mean, it is kind of special to me specifically because my family comes
right here, dude.
from the Czech Republic, and I have a lot of Slavic background. As a matter of fact, when you see the speech bubbles, how the speech bubbles look, my great grandmother, actually used to embroider bookmarks that look exactly like them.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I mean, ones they've got like blessing or something on them. Actually, we have a like a tapestry thing that one of them made that has a little saying on it that I need to feed the picture into Grok to see if I can get a better translation for it. But it's got an old Slavic saying on it, and it's just so cool. So this game obviously has a lot of resonance with me. But when it comes to this kind of artistry, and considering the world we're in right now, I really feel like it's important for us to. I mean, this is not something that was half-assed. This is something someone put a shit ton of love and work into. So, and it's a kind of a platformer-ish Metrovania type. There wasn't a lot of combat that I found immediately, but that doesn't mean that there's no combat in it, because like I said, it was just the demo. But I do plan to play it on stream, and I do think people should check it out and pick it up if it's something they think they'd be interested in. I think it'll be a really cool game, just from what I've experienced so far. Apparently, Dissolucio Unita Tribus says the word under the werewolf picture translates to friend.
Yeah, Drook.
Oh, is that what what it is? Okay.
But yeah, so I encourage everybody to go check the game out and buy it if you're interested. So we can encourage people to do more cool shit like this.
Yeah. I think this, regardless of what you guys were saying earlier, I think this has a good chance of winning awards and stuff. You're right, it doesn't have the melanated folks in it, but I'm guessing a few people on the, looking at games are going to have dyslexia, and it does have gingers.
I mean, they probably can't read when they see Slavic. They probably think it means slave.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you never know.
I know.
But for this kind of creativity is the shit that deserves to win awards, you know?
It does.
Where does the term Slavic come from, though? Because I know it's not
I
like...
believe it actually does have a lot to do with slave, the word slave, because because of things that have gone on in that area of the world.
Well, slave definitely comes from Slavic. Like, it's Slavic is where you get slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Slavic in and of itself, I mean, it's just kind of the horse people, basically, out of
the what
East
people?
Europe, Asia.
Horse people.
Oh, horse people.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said Norse, and I'm like, what?
Horse.
That makes way more sense. But yeah. It's that area that's not quite the Middle East, but a little over the Middle East and kind of off to the side.
Yeah. I believe they were one of the earlier groups that came out of the steppes,
Mm-hmm.
the mountains and stuff, and pushed out other people and just settled.
One of my dear friends is actually a Slavic biologist.
Cool.
Oh.
So, Scarlet Deer Inn, Pokelda. Hold on, I'll actually drop the link for people so that y'all can just click on it and check it out, because
Man, I feel because I haven't been playing like
I have strong
any other
feelings. That's why.
games lately. So I it's like, oh man, I love it when we get to like big up, cool indie projects that we see on Steam and whatnot. But it's like I haven't actually been playing any new demos or anything, so I don't have any cool new suggestions for chat.
And I played this demo over a year ago. I mean, this is obvious. This is a project that's been in development for a while now.
Fair.
And the fact that they just finally, I mean, the fact they got it released and everything is kind of spectacular in and of itself. So, but no, I'm really jazzed to get to play it. So,
Cool.
Wait, are they like dropping a demo soon, or
no? They already have a demo. The demo, if you want to play the demo's already there.
You haven't played it yet. Oh, yeah,
No, I played the actual demo.
Oh,
The demo itself was fun.
Okay.
I have not played the full game.
Did you not listen to anything she said?
Apparently not.
My focus is a little bit divided at the moment, but I
You're not playing
apologize.
Tau World right now, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not playing.
Okay.
You would see it on your Steam if I was.
I went to go look.
No.
The only reason I don't have it pulled open right now.
No. I was being messaged by someone, and I was just trying to let them know. It's like, oh no.
Apparently that person was more important than paying attention to the people he's on a show with.
Yeah,
I was I was telling them that I'm in the middle of something, so we need to talk later. All right, that's all.
Sure.
A little bit of a back and forth there, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm sorry, but yeah. Anyway, okay, but yes, shit. I mean, man, I might look into this too. I mean, it's not usually the sort of thing that really comes up my alley, but I mean, it looks cool enough. Probably worth at least taking a look at.
Yeah.
So that's it for your week then, or what?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And Bear already went through his stuff, kinda, sorta, technically.
Check out the game.
Technically.
Well, yeah, because I guess all you really were up to was like more Path of Exile, right? And a bit of Pal World.
And
But you get-
you know, my niece's birthday, and we talking about
Oh, yeah, that too,
sunburn. Holy shit! Have you been here for the last half hour?
No,
Are
I
you
have.
mentioning someone for that long?
No. I was not. I heard you. Sorry. I'm also just kind of out of it, I think. I went to sleep a bit late last night.
I think the problem is we all just want to be playing Power World.
Yeah, kind of. But to that point though, I feel like you guys don't really like talk about like much about your experience with the 1.0 update. Like how you guys like feeling about it? Because I know it's largely the same game, but like there have been some changes here and there that I'm sure you've like noticed. So any thoughts on those?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of. First off, the additional new pals and some of the rebalancing of where pals show up, I've really enjoyed.
Yeah,
it's
Now
nice
it's not
to.
quite the same experience. Yeah.
No, it's nice to have gotten to see some different creatures, even in the starting island. Some of them are super adorable. The little samurai puppy thing.
Yeah, he's great.
Pupperai is so cute.
Yeah,
Upperhide's
like
awesome.
his work stuff isn't amazing, but he's just adorable, and it's fun to watch him swing his stick back and forth on trees. So it's like, you know, cool stuff. I think that the introduction, of planks into the crafting cycle is a war crime.
Yeah, but it's a bit annoying. It's not the worst thing in the world that like there's another like layer of shit to deal with now, but it does kind of suck early on. Like once you get get the ball rolling with your base a little bit more, like the planks aren't really that big of an issue.
You
But,
just
like,
need the
right
wood
at
thing and the
start-
crusher, and you're good.
Yeah.
It's
Once you got the crusher going, you're all right.
It's not that. It's the fact that they need nails. I don't understand why my fucking wooden plank that looks like it's just a board of wood needs a nail in it.
I often wondered about that myself. It's like, are we nailing these planks together?
Well, because
Are we
usually
pre-putting in nails to nail them in place later?
It's like
the thing that's weird about that, and like to Bear's point, it's like usually whatever it is you're putting the wooden planks into also needs nails.
yeah.
So,
I
guess
so, I get like that.
yeah.
It's some sort of balancing thing, but that's the other part of it. So like I am already needing nails. Why do I have to need double nails?
Yeah.
Whatever. I can just farm more ingots. It's fine.
And
But it's
you're
an annoyance.
and you're gonna get a bit more of that later as well, especially when you hit fucking plasteel, which is like right after pal metal ingots. Plasteel has a similar thing going on where you need it for a ton of different shit, but it's also really hard to make because you need oil to make it. And to make oil, you got to drill into the fucking ground. And to drill into the fucking ground, you need to have a specific spot that actually has oil coming up out of the ground to drill into. So you have to go find a spot on the map where oil is. You can't just put it in your base. Well, you can, but there's a better one you can make later that you can just put anywhere, including in your base. But even that one, you have to have on like ground. Like you can't have it. You can't put it in a house. You can't put it like in area that has like a floor of any kind. It has to be touching the earth. So it becomes a whole fucking thing, man. And that's like a heavy part of the late game grind. I'm just barely starting to crest the hill of how annoying that is on my end. But yeah, it really slows you down for a bit, kind of like mid-late game, you know. But I mean, it's kind of fine in that regard because it also encourages you to like, take that time while your slaves are, taking care of that shit for you in your base to go and explore the world a little bit more, see what else you can find, new pals and new areas and maybe other resource spots that you might encounter along the way, shit like that, right? So I do feel like it's good in that regard that like you kind of get hard stopped every so often in the not the evolution, the what's the word?
Progression.
Yeah. In the progression process, the evolution of your technology, I guess is what I mean to say. I feel like there's a term for that, and I'm just forgetting what it is. But yeah, it's good that you have a bit of a hard stop. Yeah, your advancement, your course of advancement. It's good that you're kind of hard stopped here and there, just so you have more reason to go out and explore the world more, because there's
I
so
agree.
fucking much world to explore, especially now with all the new regions that they've. Because again, this is the first time I played since early beta, before any of the expansions, any of the crossover stuff, any of that. So I'm seeing a whole new world than the one that I adventured around in way back when.
Yeah, largely the same
Very
boat. And I agree. I do appreciate that is sort of kind of part of the game loop, and it's not a hard stop so much as like you could focus harder into the production of stuff and speed things up if you wanted to, but you are encouraged to go out and go look for shit. Which is
Set a bunch of stuff up for your pals, turn around and leave.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's kind of just how you want to do it. I appreciate the changing of a lot of like the pal skills, the unique passives. Like in the beta, they felt very samey across a lot of different creatures. Now I have a lot of reason to set up very specific teams for very different purposes.
Yeah.
Especially like running around and looking for eggs. The number of creatures I found that give you like, if you have this pal in your party, you get a chance for multiple eggs. You get a chance for them to become alpha eggs. You get a chance for them to have bigger egg for some reason.
That I actually didn't know about. I didn't know there were pal skills for like going out and fetching eggs. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then of course there's the other stuff with like, I have one in my party that I'm keeping around because I like them. The turtle or whatever. It's a floating turtle shell with tentacles.
Turtle.
Yeah, turtle.
But he drops the fucking weight of ores.
80%.
So now it's like, yeah, just on base.
Well,
so now when I'm out and about.
Wait, is it all ores or is it specific?
No, ores.
It's ores, period. ORES, the word ores. And then you go out and about. You don't even have to have him out with you. You just have to have him with you and everywhere.
In the party, yeah.
Just in the
party.
I
don't mind using
a lot of pals that have cool
like,
shit.
I get a lot of offensive value out of him. Just because he's kind of cool. He's got a decent bubble move and he's got a shell hit right now.
Early game ore mining, your best bet is a turtle in your party and a tombat to actually help you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point, so I'll just go. Like I'm like level 72 now, which means I've gotten through most of the different technologies and whatnot, which means I have gone ahead and created the fucking mining laser that also chops down trees. Like essentially turns rocks and trees to dust. So I don't necessarily need the tombat anymore, but the turtle though, because I do need to, like there's been a lot of different things that they've added to the technology trees to kind of help expedite the process if you're willing to, do a little bit more to build up to it, right? For example, two things that we haven't really talked about yet that I'm pretty sure are completely new to 1.0, and that's the what's it called? The not experimentation, the research little lab thing you can make,
like handicraft and where you can research the different skills. I think that was added before 1.0.
Oh, was it?
It was added later in the beta. But yeah, this is my first time really getting to sit down and I haven't done much with it, but just getting to see that it exists and it's I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I love the fact that like one, you can go into different nodes for different things depending on the suitability that you're trying to upgrade. So like handling or fire stuff or whatever, and that goes into different trees, like cooking up ingots or cooking food specifically, or getting more from doing certain things like crafting pal spheres, like a 10% chance to craft like double or whatever, right? Shit like that, and that's really cool. So I very much appreciate, and you can also like get certain structures that you can make in your base that will also increase the work speed of those specific things if you invest in those as well. All of that is really handy and I'm really starting to now pay attention to that, since I was kind of gunning it a little bit to try and catch up to the others on Mizu's server, because they all like have more time to play the game and I was like at work and shit, so they're way ahead of me. They're already like in the world tree and all that shit. But like, I mean, now that I'm kind of settling down near the very end of all the technology, I'm like, okay, now's the time to really try and improve the efficiency of the base. Make the thing that improves, sanity degradation, or not improves, but reduces sanity degradation for the pals. The thing that makes them work faster in general, like overall with all things, the specific ones that you can get for whatever given suitability, all that shit, right? So I've been getting really into that. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up besides the technology stuff. Another thing that was like completely new. The effigies, right? The effigies system has been expanded
Yeah.
to an unbelievable degree. Like, holy shit. Now they got effigies for every little fucking thing. Movement speed, jump height, fucking experience boost, which, oh my god, that one's so important. There's one that gets you up to like 50% more experience from like everything you do.
Holy shit.
I had to go figure out where those were. Look that up. You should go get those as soon as you can. Very handy. Well, actually, you shouldn't, Bear, because you want it to go slow. But that was very handy for me. I waited until I was like level like 50 plus to go and get them anyway. But by that point, XP game slows down pretty significantly anyway. So I kind of just got it to even shit back out again. But yeah, like all kinds of effigies you can get for all kinds of stuff. And I very much appreciate how that really helps you improve your character and your ability to just move around the world, like climbing speed, all that sort of shit. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm flying on fucking, Pegasus and shit, whatever. So I don't really need the climb shit anymore, but it's nice that it's there. It is handy and it's cool. I was gonna say, Bear, because you were talking about the more unique affixes that different pals can have when you catch them or birth them or whatever. There is apparently also an effigy that improves chance for good traits on pals. So that might be worth, at least that one might be worth looking into for you. Maybe not the experience one, but the trait one for your pals you might want to try and find, because that's gonna help things out a lot.
I'm running around with a Nox right now, just to try my damnedest to find every effigy. So,
oh, there you go. Good shit. I think there's only 4 of those. Like the experience one only has 4 effigies across the whole map. I think the what's it called? The one for traits also only has 4 all across the map. So you might want to just look that up. I don't know. Up to you. I mean, if you want to just like completely, no help it. I mean, that's totally fine. I respect that. I got other shit to do, so like I don't want to take too much time. I'm enjoying Palworld, I really am, but at this point, like there are other games I want to play, so I kind of want to just get to the end,
fair.
And then maybe like come jump back in on it every so often just to have some fun with it.
Well, and your situation's very different. You're on a server trying to catch up with people and play with other folks. I'm doing this all kind of solo. I'm not avoiding information that I find, like that just pops up in like shorts or on Twitter or anything. But I'm probably not going to seek anything out to go and I'm just kind of let it come a bit more naturally.
That's right.
Otherwise, like I said, I'm already feeling like shit's moving a little too fast, and I don't want to.
Yeah, you want to savor your food a little bit more.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's fair. That's totally fair. I get that. Yeah. So. Bunch of that going on. I just also like to say I really like what I've been seeing so far in terms of like the new stuff. So like the Sakurajima Island or some shit, I think it's called in game. But like the Eastern inspired, like Japan inspired island is very cool. A lot of the pals there are very interesting in design. I find it very funny the fact that, because you guys know about Wixen and Catris, right? How they fucking hate each other, all that shit. Well, now there's also Wixen Noct and Catris Ignis, which is around their original typing, right? Like they switch typing between the two of them, but those two still hate each other. Those two, the two like variant versions also hate each other, and they appear in that island. That's pretty cool. There's also the like some additional side quest stuff you find with some rarer pals that you get, like the Kirin looking thing. I don't know I forget the exact name, but there's like a fox that like has a ring of flame around its neck, and that's a pretty fucking cool design. And if you liked the little samurai dog, there's another fun little like dog that kind of looks like those those little statues, those like dog guardian statues in front of temples and shit.
The chow dogs.
Yeah, I think.
Or the lion dogs, I think is what.
Yeah, the lion dog looking thing. Yeah, they have some of those running around on that island too. So those are cool, and you can ride them apparently, even though they're kind of small. So, but then again, you can ride a fucking dire howl. So I mean,
dire howls are pretty okay sized.
Oh,
Yeah,
Foodon.
and I say these things are maybe like ever so slightly smaller than a dire house. So I don't know. It just seems like if you were to ride it around, it would look really funny. But I haven't actually tried it yet because I was focused on saddles for like god beasts at this point. So I was doing other stuff. But yeah, I also just really enjoy the new like end game area. It's called the Faybreak Islands, and it does this cool thing that I've seen in like a couple other games. I can't name them off the top of my head, but like that thing where it's like you have a giant map with like different biomes in it, right? You have a volcano and you have like a fucking tundra over there and a desert over there and all that shit, right? This region kind of does that thing where it's like, oh, it's a little bit of everything, right? You got a little spot over here that's a little like it's a volcanic puddle. You got like some glaciers and shit over there and like some ice pals hanging out on that side, and then you got like some dark pals hanging out over here in like this dark like black sand beach area, all that kind of shit, right? And that's very cool. I very much appreciate that as like an end game area, except it's not really where the game ends, like because after you're done with that, then there's a fucking sky island to go and hang out, and there's all kinds, and that somehow looks even crazier than the Faybreak Islands, which is like everything all mixed together and shit. And all of this, saying all this, I haven't even been inside the world tree yet, which is also apparently like actually been made now, like that's actually in the game, because I know back in the beta you could see the world tree from like pretty much anywhere on the map because it's fucking massive, but you couldn't actually go there because there wasn't the content for that yet. But now there is, and I'm this close to getting in there, but I'm still just a little ways off. I'll probably get in there by the time I do the next stream, but I'm looking forward to seeing what possibly could be happening inside that fucking tree, because it's got to be something even crazier than like everything that's going on outside the tree, right? And some of the shit you see now on that map is ridiculous. Like some of the shit they've made is crazy, dude. I love it. Speaking of crazy, I also managed to reach the Terraria dungeon, which is about like around level 45. So about like halfway through the game, you get access to this. And that's, man, I don't know. It just hit me. I was like smiling the whole time because like you go in there and the moment you enter that dungeon, the Terraria overworld music starts playing, and I'm like, it's good. That is good. Because I don't know, man. I love that Terraria overworld music, and I'm so like it's just like deep ingrained into my being at this point from all the Terraria I've played. I mean, Bear, you kind of get this, right? You played a lot of Terraria too.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I played it a little bit.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you went in Terraria.
Let me look real quick because I'm curious. Yeah, only like 200 hours.
That's not much.
Motherfucker. Only 200 hours. All right, so you probably beat the game then, at least. Wait,
yeah, I did it.
Have you played Terraria?
A little bit. By a little bit, I definitely probably less than 100 hours. So.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, this is like, it feels like a sort of booster for like the halfway point of the game, right? Because again, you go in there and you got the music's great. Like the trees look like the same as the Terraria trees in there. You also get like the underground Terraria music depending on where you are in that dungeon. Because it's all unlike the other dungeons in Power World. This one isn't quite randomly generated in terms of its layout. Like it's the same layout kind of every time. And I think the way the reason they did that like that is because at a point there are special drops you can get from the boss, which is the Eye of Cthulhu. You can also just catch the Eye of Cthulhu, like all the in there, all the creatures that are like specifically creatures from Terraria, you can just catch and like make them and use them sort of like pals. Which like you got the slimes, you got the mini Cthulhu eyes, you got the big Cthulhu eye, which is the boss. You also have some of the possessed swords that would like follow you around in the underground sometimes. And I think that's kind of it. Obviously, they can only put so many Terraria creatures in there, but there's this good like little variety in there. And then obviously there's like the cool shit you can get from the blueprints that you get in the Terraria dungeon. For example, the Terra Blade. You might remember that one, Bear. It's the green sword that like shoots blade beams. You can just get that in Pal World, and it is fucking ridiculous because it uses no ammo. It's purely like what do you call it? Durability. And its durability, like it decreases at a pretty fucking slow rate. So you can use this thing on a lot of different raid bosses in the overworld that are around like level 45 to 50 or so, and just decimate them. Like just stun lock them with this fucking thing because of how quickly you can swing it and all the blade. You can also like be like all the way across the arena and hitting them with these blade beams. They go a long way. The range is ridiculous on it. But you also have a couple other things. The Night Glow, which is like a little lantern that shoots out like homing missiles. There's a gun that is both a missile launcher and an assault rifle, both at the same time, and that does ridiculous damage, especially if you get, because there's also tiers, like you know how you can get different tiers of blueprints for different like weapons and armor across normal power world. Same with the Terraria weapons. You can get like a base blueprint, which is just like the weakest version, and you can get like a legendary blueprint, which is like twice or 3 times as strong, and then you take that in the late game even. So that's a lot of fun. That's really cool. You can also get the armor from Terraria, one of the armor sets as well. So that's I really love that, man. It's a great little crossover collab thing. I also did a bit of the Ultra Kill collab. That one it's a little less involved because it's just like the robot outfit from Ultra Kill, and also like one of the initial handgun and one of the shotguns. But it is cool because when you get the handgun, it replaces your pal ball throw with a coin toss, and then you can do the shit like you can in Ultra Kill, where you can toss the coin, shoot it, and then it launches into a nearby enemy and does like a bunch of damage. So that's a lot of fun. I really like the collab stuff. But outside of that, that's pretty much everything I've done in the game that's new so far. Might have more to say after I get into the world tree and see what's going on there with, like, I guess the ending of the story of the game. But then after that, I know there's like fucking legendary pals to go after, like that fucking whale that you see on Twitter going around, or that like Chinese dragon, like Xiaolong or some shit it's called. But yeah, I haven't done any of the legendary pal fights yet, but I'm really looking forward to those, considering some of the footage I've seen on Twitter of like the shit those legendary pals can do, like throwing an entire ocean at you and all that kind of shit. Oh man, I'm looking forward. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, aside of that, I think that's pretty much all I got to say about Bow World.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, but it's great. Oh man, I'm having so much fun with it. Even the parts where it like slows down, I got to like craft shit. I'm still having a good time with it overall. Just interacting with all the new pals, seeing all that stuff, and it's great. It's a good time. Okay. Aside from that, I also did watch / read a anime / manga that I had been somewhat interested in. It was called The Exiled Heavy Knight Knows How to Game the System, and you may have seen clips of this. I was interested because of like how this is animated. Shit is kind of wild, honestly, with how ridiculously over animated these scenes are. Let me see if I can find. I'm going to give you like a good sense of what you're looking at here. Do this one. Gotta be a little careful with how much of this I show, but I just want to give an idea of the level of animation you're dealing with here. It's fucking nuts. Oh wait, no, it's the wrong clip, isn't it? Damn it. Fuck. Hang on. Let's see if I can find that. The one walk cycle. Is it this one? This might be it. Oh no, this is the initial trailer for it. Damn it.
Starting to think you're a vampire cat.
Ow! Oh, you okay? What happened?
It's proving that it's a vampire cat.
He has an unhealthy obsession with my necklace, and so he was trying to bite it to pull it. He pinched my skin.
Ow.
Yes, ow.
That sounds unpleasant.
It was very unpleasant. I did not enjoy myself.
Did he jolt when you screamed, or no?
I grabbed him by the head, so he didn't really have a chance. Because I didn't really want him to jolt and then at the same time decide to claw me.
Yep.
Just leading to more damage. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
I was trying to. I'm just trying to find a clip of this animation because, damn it, I should have bookmarked it when I saw it on Twitter. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, you should have.
God damn it! I can't find it. I can't find it. God damn it! God damn it! I don't suppose one of you could stop for time for a second while I try and track this down.
I love stalling for time. So I just coming into the Power World 1.0 stuff. One of the other
Oh,
things
yeah,
I
go ahead.
appreciate is just the change in
Mhm.
technology stuff in general. It
Mm.
feels like there's a lot less. Oh, I shouldn't say how to put this. There's a lot more like building specific stuff, like foundations and just styles. I really like that. There's less like unnecessary PAL gear that you have to make. Like you don't have to make the thing for
Yeah.
Dizzy anymore. That's just part of her ability. The saddles and stuff are still there, and that I understand.
That makes
I
sense.
think
Yeah.
those are necessary. I wish the other parts of their abilities weren't always tied behind the saddle, though. Because, like, Brawn Cherry is like, oh, yeah, you can ride, but also, if you have the saddle, then your pals and your breeding farm breed faster. Like, oh, that's saddle dependent, huh? Ah,
He
okay.
needs to be ridden to help other people breed.
He needs to be ridden to help other people get ridden.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a mutual thing.
I mean, I guess it is hard to help others if you don't actually experience the joy yourself.
Yep, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, I'm not. No. Anyways, I understand why they lock some of the stuff behind defeating certain bosses, and instead of just being behind ancient technology points and stuff. Like you have to do the rain syndicate before you're able to get your first PAL incubator. And it's like, whatever. It's fine. It's a little annoying, but at the same time, I can deal with it. I appreciate that the feedbacks, more than anything else, that the feedbacks are no longer like ancient tech and a bitch. The feedback is such a necessary component. I am too lazy to go in and click food.
Right? It does make life nicer to have that.
Yeah, I have a Capri thing on my team just so I don't have to feed my pals.
My pals just I don't feed them. They just mine a ton of, or not mine, but grow a ton of berries.
Yeah, and then they'll just take it right over to the food pot.
Oh,
That's
no,
kinda same shit I did with mine.
I have that going on in base, but I mean the ones on my team.
Oh.
Like I don't have to feed them.
I'll take that little feed bag. I'll grab because at this point I have, I want to say somewhere in the neighborhood like 50,000 berries just in the fucking base at any given time. Just go over to the cooking pot, just cook up like some fried berries, and then put them in the feed bag. And then me and the pals can both I put like 200 of those in there. Keeps me going for like 3 or 4 hours.
See,
So-
no, I don't even need to worry about that. I take like 50 of them, and that'll get me through several hours of myself, and the Capri on my team will feed all of the other pals.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, because that's the one with the fucking berry bush growing on
Yeah.
its back.
Every 5 minutes it restores the satiety.
One of the pals totally hung. Yeah.
So it's super nice. It means I don't have to stand there and cook a bunch of berries or steal a bunch of the pal berries for that matter. And I can use those slots for like foods that are stat bonuses. You know, it'd be more because my pals aren't going to eat them. I can get them. They're mine. They're for me. That's the important part. Did you find your thing yet?
No, I don't think he has.
Oh, for fuck's
I
sake.
didn't. I'm sorry. You know what? I could just like kind of. I can also stall for time here a little bit by just talking about the actual synopsis.
Hold on.
Oh,
I am
I
told I am
found something here.
very, very quiet compared
Yeah,
to
comparison.
Oh, I mean that's kind of typical for you, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rada. Yeah, but if
It
it's
should be a little
audience
louder
hearing
now.
bubbles are issue, then we could fix that. There are things that can be done.
I've already
that's
adjusted
gonna
it
be on
some.
Rada's
So.
then. Roddy, you can do it, right?
I already did.
Hey,
Yeah.
good job.
What? You do not listen to her.
I
It's
said I did
amazing.
it 3 times.
Never listen to women. I mean, Rada, do you listen to women?
I don't listen to anybody.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that explains so much.
We're just a podcast full of people who don't listen to anyone except for Bear, maybe. Sometimes, if he feels like.
No, you're not me. I try. I'm very well aware that I am maybe the least listened to.
No, we list people. Well, I mean, no, we're saying that you listen to others.
Oh, I listen to others. Yeah, it's my curse.
I don't recommend it. People start saying things and then they want you to care about shit, and I check out about that time.
Well, yeah, and then I remember it later on, and I'm like, oh yeah, this person's got this going on. I should do something about that.
There's nothing for me to do about some of this shit. It's not my problem.
No, but there's you can be nice, and there's always an impetus to be like understanding and empathetic.
Nah.
And it's not died in me like it's died in you.
It's because you're young. It gets worse as you get older. Do you ever remember what he's looking for anymore? Because I don't.
No, I don't think
I
he
got
remembers.
it. I got it. I have it.
Okay.
Also,
I just wanted to wait. I just wanted to wait to switch back until you guys were done.
Oh.
But
I got called young. By
you're
Rada.
younger than I am, so.
Well, yeah, that's a fair
Yeah,
point.
I am. I am.
Yeah. So, the Exiled Heavy Knight is a story about Elmas.
Were you going to share that?
Well, yes, but I'll get to it when I'm ready to get to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Story about Elmas. He is a son of a noble, and he exists in a world in which people are blessed with a class upon reaching a certain age. You kind of heard this sort of shit before. And he gets a class called Heavy Knight, which everyone thinks is dumb and stupid because it's all about being tanky and shit, and everybody's like, nah, you got to be a DPS class. Honestly, it's like if you were to be born into a world where everyone is a fucking Rivals player, Marvel Rivals to be said, and which I mean everyone is a goddamn duelist auto locker. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine being a tank player in that world, and that's kind of what you got going on here. But anyway, because of his class, he's essentially exiled from being a noble and has to go ahead and build himself back up. Now, the thing is, this is in fact an isekai. He is reincarnated from a world in which this world was a fucking video game, and he already knows everything about the world because he played that video game to death. So he knows that his class, the Heavy Knight, is actually incredibly busted if you figure out how to do a few specific exploits. So, he kind of just starts exploiting that shit and building his way back up and becomes really strong and all that shit, and all that's good, right? And there's a little more to it in terms of there seems to be some weird conspiracy around the dungeons that exist in this world, because obviously there are dungeons and adventurers and shit, but somebody is taking the boss monsters of these dungeons and intentionally evolving them to turn them into horrific forces of nature that they think might be used to take over the world or some shit. It's still kind of up in the air as to who's behind it and what their motive is, but that's the thing that's happening, and it's engaging enough as a story. But the thing that kind of caught me and got me interested in the first place is just the ridiculous level of animation that goes into this show. So here's a clip of one sequence, and this is I'm not gonna play this whole clip. This one shot is only like 20 to 30 seconds, but just take note of all the fucking animation that happens in this time. All right, next 20-30 seconds, check us out.
Is there supposed to be sound?
I have it low, but
Okay.
Yeah, it's there.
Just so much anime, every fucking individual strand of hair, all of that shit. There was it's 3 different completely all around camera angles just to walk 20 steps or some shit. It's nuts, dude. And the whole show's kind of like this. Even combat sections of it. It's just really animation's very I'm kind of really into it because of that. Also, there's this weird thing where a lot of the environments are kind of 3D, but all the characters are 2D, which is interesting because I've kind of seen that go the other way around, where some sequences in animes will be 3D animated while everything else is still 2D. But yeah, it makes for weird kind of perspective shots that are strange and honestly kind of hard to look at sometimes, but at the same time, it's very interesting. And I decided just at the moment, I think there's only 3 or 4 episodes. I watched 3. They may have dropped to 4th by now because I did this a couple of days ago. But obviously, I kind of wanted to know more about it, so I started reading the manga. The manga is almost 200 chapters in, so there's a lot more story going on there, and a lot more different fights that are going to be coming up. So I'm interested to see what some of those fights animated are going to look like, because there's some crazy shit that he's going to be squaring off with as the story continues. I'm also interested to see exactly how how they're going to pace all that stuff that is going to be happening in the coming chapters. Yeah, honestly, like ridiculous levels of animation, kind of like, I wouldn't say quite Studio Trigger levels of animation, but getting there, and in a kind of a different way. So yeah, it's been kind of a fun watch and a good read, decent enough. Aside from that, I haven't really been up to much else. Did a little more Grand Blue, but that's just kind of just grinding. I did all the late game grind so that I could do the later game grind. That's kind of all Grand Blue is, grinding. But the game itself is fun to play, so I'm having a good time. Other than that, yeah, it's kind of all I've been up to. So with that, I guess we can kind of wrap up the weeks. Shall we talk about some news?
Guess if we have to. Also, who's typing?
Oh, I think that's Bear.
Oh, that's also why my gain isn't up.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Yeah. We'll get into some news. I mean, we do some news here, and that's kind of part of the point of everything. So much effort wasted, so it's all visuals and no substance. Got it. Again, it's a little bit of both. Like the characters are fun enough, and the story is interesting enough. Like, I'm not saying it's going to blow your mind in terms of like the narrative or anything, but the animation's a lot of fun. And let's be honest here, a lot of people come to anime for animation, so
yeah,
it's a big part of the whole anime thing, But all that aside, why don't we talk about some news? So, bit of an update on apparently the Paramount Warner Bros. Merger. On pause because of a Biden-appointed federal judge grants temporary restraining order.
Okay.
A bit of a swing on this. So let's see what's going on exactly. Federal judge appointed by former President Joe Biden has temporarily halted the proposed merger between Paramount, Skydance, and Warner Bros. Discovery, and handing opponents of the deal an early victory in what is shaping up to be one of the most significant antitrust battles in modern Hollywood. Monday, U.S. District Judge Araceli Martinez Oguin,
whatever.
issued a 14-day temporary restraining order preventing the companies from completing the transaction while the court considers a request for a preliminary injunction filed by a coalition of 12 Democrat-led states headed up by California. Wow, 14 days? That's it? I don't know, man. It feels like it's really not going to slow them down all that much.
It's not.
A lot can happen in 14 days, though, especially when you're talking the legal system. If they really want to push something through to try to stop it, 14 days is more than they need.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like there's a lot of fucking money behind this. I don't know if it's going to be enough to fight that part, That's like the big thing here is that money, man. That money
There's
talks.
a good chance there's a lot of money behind stopping it, too, though.
Yeah. I would guess that the 14 days is less to truly stop this and more just to make sure enough money is flowing between hands.
Stalling for time.
They probably just want to bleed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ruling does not kill the deal outright, but it represents the first major legal obstacle capable of delaying or potentially derailing the $110 billion merger. God damn, that is an unfathomable amount of money.
Yeah,
you might as well just be saying a fucking $11 billion at that point. Like, it's like beyond comprehension. Fucking hell. Judge says states raised serious antitrust questions. In her order, Martinez Alguin concluded that the states had demonstrated serious questions regarding whether the merger violates federal antitrust law. I mean, probably. That's skirting the line at the very least. The coalition argues that combining Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery would substantially reduce competition across multiple entertainment markets, particularly theatrical film distribution and basic cable programming. They contend that consumers would ultimately face fewer choices, higher prices, and less creative competition if the transaction is allowed to proceed. Yeah,
I mean,
probably. That's probably why they're doing it.
Duh. But
why would they do it if not to charge people more money?
Well, I think the problem is that even if they didn't merge, they're still going to end up doing those same things. People are going to end up being charged more money with less options.
Yep.
Yeah. But now they can do it with a little more wiggle room. If they control so much of the market share, then yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for them to do that now.
Honestly, anytime the government chooses to get involved anymore, my assumption is that whatever they want, we actually want the opposite to happen. I mean, just look at what happened to Spirit Airlines. Because they wouldn't let them merge with Frontier, there is no more Spirit Airlines.
Yep.
Oh.
Or was it JetBlue that they were supposed to merge with? Either one.
Regardless.
But they stopped the merger because it would it would limit buyer's choice, and all they did was literally kill an entire airline.
That's a fair point, but like in terms of like Paramount and Warner Bros, I mean, is either of them really in danger? Well, Warner Bros maybe.
I mean, that's part of why Warner Bros is looking for this, is that they're not exactly doing so hot, so they're looking for a way to buy themselves out of a bad situation. Looking for someone to buy themselves out of a bad situation. But you also have to remember they were trying to, Netflix was trying to buy them originally. The Paramount thing happened because Paramount basically came in with a hostile takeover and decided that they wanted it instead, and happened to be able to pay more money for it.
And because it just seems to me like Warner Bros would be better off instead going with a plan to maybe just like finding writers and creators that don't suck at writing and creating.
But you have to have the money to get through to that point.
Yeah, and my understanding is Warner Brothers is currently in debt.
Yeah. Yeah, so whoever's buying them isn't buying a shit ton of money. There's IP in there that's worth money, but what they're buying is a shit ton of debt that they will then have to resolve somehow. And normally that happens through labor cutoffs.
Okay, and looking it up, I'm seeing $30.1 billion in net debt.
Damn.
Yep.
That is rough. Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't think anybody would mind all that much if Warner Bros. Died at this point, to be perfectly honest, but...
I would prefer they actually get absorbed by another company, just because it can make the handover of IPs cleaner. A company just dies, and you have a tendency those things get really murky really fucking fast, and as it is, a lot of them are really murky anyway. But, it just seems to be... It's not really going to hurt anybody if Warner Brothers is bought by Paramount, and it's not really going to help anybody a whole lot either. The fact that the government's involved makes me wonder who's paying somebody off to prolong it. That's because me and my classical trust of the government.
No, yeah, I get you. And honestly, there probably is a shit ton going on behind the scenes that we don't know anything about, and probably never will. But with this much money behind this deal, yeah, there's some shady shit going on in the background for sure, 100%. Judge also noted that Paramount itself acknowledged it would not suffer irreparable harm from a short delay, making it easier for the court to preserve the status quo while the legal issues are examined. That finding proved pivotal. Rather than allowing the merger to close first and attempting to unwind it later, notoriously difficult process, the court determined that maintaining separate operations for a few more weeks better serves the public interest while the antitrust claims receive full consideration. Although the lawsuit is framed around antitrust law, the political alignment surrounding the case is impossible to overlook. Every member of the 12-state coalition is represented in the lawsuit by a Democratic Attorney General.
Yep.
The states are Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, and Washington. No Republican-led state joined the effort. The judge who issued the temporary restraining order also has a clear political appointment history. U.S. District Judge Araceli Martinez-Lewin was nominated to the federal branch by former President Joe Biden, confirmed by the Senate on February 2023, and received her commission the following month. Okay. It does not by itself prove that either the lawsuit or the ruling was politically motivated. Judges regularly rule against the interests of the presidents who appointed them, and state attorneys generally have legitimate authority to pursue antitrust cases independently of Washington. However, this merger is not limited to movie studios and streaming services. Warner Bros. Discovery owns CNN, while Paramount controls CBS and CBS News. The proposed transaction would therefore place two of the country's most recognizable news organizations under the same corporate umbrella, making control of major national media properties part of the stakes. I hadn't even thought about that, but that's a good point. State's lawsuit itself raises concerns about produced journalistic diversity through the consolidation of CNN and CBS.
I'm sorry. Journalistic diversity between
I
CNN
was about to narrow my eyes at that too. It's like I feel like we don't have a whole lot of that anyway.
I mean, the only difference is now their scripts might come from the same printer.
Huh.
Oy vey. Against that backdrop, the politics question has to be asked. Coalition composed entirely of Democratic attorneys generals has persuaded a Biden-appointed judge to halt a transaction that received federal antitrust approval under President Donald Trump for control over a fiercely left-leaning cable news network. That alignment doesn't establish improper conduct, but it warrants scrutiny, particularly when the outcome could determine who ultimately controls CNN, CBS News, and a significant portion of the American entertainment industry. California Attorney General Bob wasted little time celebrating the ruling, portraying the temporary restraining order as an important victory against what his office characterizes as an unlawful consolidation of media power. Bonta argues that the lawsuit is necessary to preserve competition, protect workers, and prevent consumers from being left with fewer major studios. Those are the coalition's stated concerns, but they are also the preferred framing of a group made up entirely of Democratic attorneys, generally seeking them to block a merger approved by the Trump administration. So they essentially are trying to stop all the left-leaning bullshit from just becoming right-leaning bullshit, or...
No, actually, if I had to guess more for this one, is WB and Paramount, they're both headquartered in California. And losing one of those companies might actually end up losing California taxable income. So that would be my guess. Is this California again trying to make sure that money is still flowing where it wants it to flow,
Where they want it, yeah.
Okay. I suppose I kind of get it, but I also kind of don't.
I don't see the media stuff becoming right wing anytime ever.
Soon.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it might come a little more to the center, but it'll never be all the way to the right.
No.
I mean, hey, I'll
Honestly,
take
to
a,
the
I'll
center
take-
is where
I'll
it
take
needs
cen-
to be.
Yeah, I would say I'll take center.
Yeah,
Center's
I
good.
would too.
Center's cool.
I'm not right wing, so I don't want it there either. But I also don't see it getting centered all that soon. Like, it would take
Not
a
that
lot
soon.
more than just. It would take a lot. It would take so much.
The defeated sigh on top of the notion there just really sells it bare. For Bonta and the other Democratic attorneys generals, Monday's ruling offers an early procedural win, does not prove that the merger violates antitrust law, and it does not resolve whether the coalition's objections are driven solely by competition concerns. And yada yada. Paramount remains confident. Despite setback, Paramount expressed confidence that it will ultimately prevail. Statement following the ruling, the company emphasized that the temporary restraining order merely preserves the current situation while the court evaluates legal arguments. Yeah, okay. So both sides are saying the same shit, I guess. Paramount continues to argue that this merger is both lawful and pro-competitive, insisting the transaction would create a stronger competitor capable of challenging dominant streaming companies such as Netflix and Amazon, while benefiting creators, consumers, and employees. Would it? I don't know, man. So I guess that kind of really heavily depends on how Paramount decides to conduct itself after this merger goes through, should it go through. It's just, at this point, it's hard to trust any company to, do anything that is consumer positive.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, don't expect them to do that.
Yeah. The company also disputes the state's market definitions, arguing that traditional cable is already in long-term decline, that theatrical distribution has become significantly more competitive thanks to newer entrants.
That is arguably true.
Yeah, I mean, but we're kind of getting to the point where streaming's essentially just circling right back to cable again with, commercial breaks for lower tiers and all that shit,
Oh, yeah, shit goes in a circle, except it's a spiral down. But, I mean, at least for right now, it's more competitive than it was, 30 years ago.
I suppose so. One notable aspect of the judge's ruling involved Paramount's efficiency argument. The company has repeatedly maintained that combining Paramount Plus with Warner Bros. Discovery streaming assets would create a more formidable competitor in the streaming wars. Martinez Alguin rejected that reasoning, at least for purposes of the temporary restraining order. I guess. She wrote that efficiencies in one market cannot simply offset potential harm to competition in another, citing established antitrust precedent that courts have repeatedly declined to accept such arguments. While that does not determine the final outcome, it offers an early indication of how the court is viewing one of Paramount's central defenses. The real fight begins next month. A temporary restraining order lasts 14 days, though it may be extended to 28 days if necessary. Next major milestone comes with a hearing on the state's request for a preliminary injunction, currently scheduled for August 3rd. Granted, that injunction could prevent the merger from closing until the entire antitrust lawsuit is resolved, a process that could take months or even longer. Historically, preliminary injunctions often determine the fate of major mergers. Once a deal is delayed for an extended period, financial arrangements, shareholder confidence, and contractual deadlines frequently come under pressure. Okay, so their plan here is just to starve them out, essentially? Or at least to attempt to?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. But again, like I said, I think this is some backroom negotiations that are taking place, and this is the hammer they're holding over their head. The sort of Damocles, if you will. Again, fuck them.
Yeah, if you're going to just put it succinctly like that, yeah. All right, fair enough. Something else creates a particular problem for Paramount. According to reports surrounding the merger agreement, transaction is not closed by September 30th. Paramount could begin owing millions of dollars per day to Warner Bros. Discovery investors under the terms of the deal. Ooh. Sounds like kind of a bad deal. The deadline adds substantial financial pressure to resolve the litigation quickly. Even if Paramount ultimately wins, prolonged court proceedings could make the merger increasingly expensive to complete. For now, however, Hollywood's biggest proposed media consolidation remains on hold while the courts decide whether the deal should proceed or whether one of the industry's largest mergers will become another casualty of modern antitrust enforcement. How do you feel about the merger of Paramount and Warner Bros? I don't know how to feel about this, man.
I don't care.
I mean, fucking Paramount man saying the right shit, but I mean, if that's just to assuage the paying customers on it, I mean, I feel like it would be pretty fucking dumb to take him at his word.
It's a fucked if they do, fucked if they don't sort of situation. It's not good. The only good that comes out of this is if the government loses somehow. And even then, I mean, as just a common person, you're still, getting kicked in the shin.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. Streaming prices continue to go up for no real reason, but we'll see what happens after the merger, if it should happen. Which, again, with that amount of money, man, I feel like there's no way to actually stop a fucking freight train that big. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what else is going on.
Well, no.
Oh, this one's. Oh, God.
If any state out there is capable of stopping a bunch of money from existing, it's California.
Oh, that high speed rail. We're never gonna live that shit down, are we?
Nope.
No.
Nor should we. Yeah, to be perfectly no, I'm with you guys on that one. But yeah, in other merger news, and this one I am kind of confused, to be honest. Because I hadn't heard anything about this before today, but apparently GameStop reveals hostile takeover of eBay has begun as PlayStation ends physical game sales. And I'm just like, GameStop's going to take over eBay with what money?
The money that the people who gave them all that money.
Yeah.
Oh, when they throw that Reddit bullshit, they still had the money.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is the knock-on effect from people fucking holding on to the GameStop stocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts, dude. I didn't think they'd still have traction because that was like what 2-3 years ago. Is that
investment is an interesting thing to do. It has some odd effects sometimes, and in this case, it has given GameStop the ability to hold on just a little while longer to the point that they can actually buy other companies. Plus, you have to keep in mind that eBay's probably suffering pretty bad right now too.
Wait, what happened with eBay?
Nothing specific. It's just one of those businesses that after COVID just kind of it rode a high and then crashed.
Honestly, it's Amazon has completely dominated the market.
Doesn't help either. And the fact that people can now sell directly through Amazon as opposed to having to resort. And then, there's a whole bunch of different types of competition. You have Etsy that's also a competitor, though it's not doing so hot. And a lot of people can just go directly to like Shopify and other things where they can set up their own store instead of having to do it through eBay. And yeah.
I see. So what you're telling me is that eBay is kind of the Facebook getting pushed out by Twitter kind of deal.
Sort of. I mean, that's what happens to everything eventually.
True. And I guess eBay hasn't really gone out of its way to, try to revitalize itself in any given way. At least I haven't been to eBay in a minute, so I don't know if they've maybe improved their site experience at all, but I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm going to guess the answer to that would be no. But yeah, GameStop is moving forward with its attempted hostile takeover of eBay. Timing is significant as Sony prepares to eliminate the product that once defined the video game retailer's business. Yeah, I guess that's really gonna fuck over GameStop. And I mean, GameStop isn't really, because GameStop is kind of more merch than like gaming. Little yappers are yapping today. What's going on?
The dogs I'm house sitting are not particularly into cats.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and that'll do it because you got like 2 or 3 cats running around.
Just 2, but they've never had a cat. They've never dealt with a cat, so the cat is kind of a unique thing to them. And Chuck is fine. Chuck takes it okay. He's much more confident. Sam, on the other hand, gets very upset. So you generally end up with one of them trying to approach Sam. Sam gets angry. They go to chase. And Sam either attacks them, where you hear a dog cry out pain, or they just take off and then you hear a bunch of barking.
Gotcha. Well, yeah.
So, to be fair...
Go ahead.
GameStop still does make a majority of its profit from used video games. Granted, merchandise are part of that too, but used games are a major component.
Yeah, they definitely got to figure something else out soon.
Yeah,
yes.
Although I do wonder if like the value. Well, no, actually, we've already kind of seen that like the value of like physical games is already kind of preemptively going up. A little bit, like older, rarer games, at least. Like ever since the announcement that like game discs as a whole are going to be going by the wayside. Like,
well, no. I saw something recently. I wonder if I put this in. It doesn't look like I did. But I did see something that there's leaks that the next Xbox console is going to have a disc drive.
Oh, I think I did put that in the docket, but I think it caught a community note. Let me see here.
Oh, forgot community note. That's a bummer.
Yeah, let me see. Because developing new leak says Xbox Project Helix will be coming with a disk drive. There's been rumors that now it seems confirmed Xbox will have a disk drive and PlayStation will not. Community note, Microsoft has not commented on disk drives for its next-gen project, Helix Xbox console. This account regularly posts inaccurate quotes without any sources. Recent reports suggest Microsoft is still weighing up a disk drive for Helix. Okay, so they're going back and forth on it. We don't know whether or not that's locked in.
Fucking bummer.
Yeah, very much so. Because it would have been quite ironic, I guess, if Xbox and PlayStation kind of swapped positions from that E3 however many years ago, right? That would be sold everyone on that really sold everyone on the PS4 and kind of got the Xbox put in a fucking get Xbox dumpstered by Sony. So I don't know. But as far as this whole thing goes, let's see. According to the new regulatory filing, GameStop now owns 43.4 million shares of eBay, representing approximately 9.8% of the e-commerce company. The retailer dramatically increased its position after eBay rejected its unsolicited $56 billion acquisition proposal in May. GameStop initially disclosed a 5% economic stake obtained through shares and derivatives. In its latest disclosure, the company revealed that it purchased another 3.5 million shares for approximately $381 million in June, paid an additional $4 million to convert options covering 39 million shares into common stock. Move brings GameStop just below the 10% threshold, and it signals that CEO Ryan Cohen's hostile takeover attempt of eBay has effectively begun. Oh shit! Okay. GameStop originally offered eBay shareholders $125 per share, dividing evenly between cash and GameStop stock. However, eBay's board rejected the non-binding proposal, calling it neither credible nor attractive. Cohen has repeatedly suggested that he will bypass the board and take his case directly to eBay shareholders. I'm not going to call my shots, but we're coming for eBay one way or another. Okay. So they're locked in on this. Cohen said during a Bloomberg Tech interview, including GameStop filing with the SEC. My question is, like, what are they going to do with eBay? Like, are they going to convert it to like some sort of like GameStop side site thing, or are they just going to keep letting it be eBay and just like revitalize it somehow? Because like at this point, I feel like eBay's got to do something to put itself back on the map, right? Well, I mean, more so than it is. Like again, like you guys said, it's been kind of dwindling in influence as time has gone on. So trying to get that influence back would probably have to be like the main concern if you're going to be, going out of your way to get your hands on it, right? But like, how do they go about doing that is the question.
I don't know if there is going to be a real way for eBay to claw its way back into relevancy.
But there's got to be a reason the GameStop wants it. I wouldn't just be going this hard after it for like no reason.
I mean, they probably have some clue, but I couldn't guess what it is.
Let me see.
It's probably just the general infrastructure. Like, I mean, no matter what, whether eBay is on top or not right now, it is still a giant sort of e-commerce thing.
I mean, they got a lot of work already done that other people wouldn't then have to rebuild themselves.
Yeah, I know GameStop has had traditionally GameStop has had some issues getting their sites to be effective,
stable.
Yeah.
Oh, here, it kind of addresses the question I had. Nevertheless, questions are made about how GameStop, currently valued at approximately $10 billion, could afford a company worth nearly 5 times as much. Yeah, see, that's where I'm at. Proposed financing relies partly on a non-binding, highly confident letter from TD Securities regarding up to $20 billion in debt financing. Cohen insists that multiple parties are interested in financing the transaction. When asked whether he would increase the offer, he responded, "I'm not going to negotiate against myself."
Well, duh.
Release. Dramatic shifts sold would once represent an existential threat to the retailer. Cohen now claims it does not matter. Okay, so you're saying the deletion of discs doesn't matter, and again, like considering how much of GameStop is just like selling merch and like T-shirts and bullshit, right? Like, I can imagine that at least has some truth to it.
Well, so just like the brand new generation being diskless, even if both systems do, it isn't going to be the end of GameStop immediately, but it is going to push them away from games, which is probably why they're looking at eBay, is because they're not going to be selling used games anymore. Then like all of their other stuff, they sell hardware and the like consoles, but they don't really make profit off that. It's something that could all be done digitally through like an e-store rather than having set locations. So maybe it's the start of a transition to a digital GameStop, a digital only or primarily digital GameStop.
Online only.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the brick and mortar.
Yeah. That's my guess as to what they're kind of angling towards. But for at least the next, well, we'll say like 3 years after the next systems drop, I think they'll be fine, just because slow adoption. And probably even for longer than that, I think they would be okay. Just then it will go from being current stuff to being a little more retro.
And
I
that
don't
could
see
be it.
GameStop fully embracing the retro market, though.
I mean, I could see them doing that. They kind of already are part of it. So
They are and they aren't, because they don't. Well, the last time I was in a GameStop, they were not holding on to anything older than the just prior to current gen.
New or used though.
for used.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And they may see the writing on the wall and realize they might need to start doing that. I don't know.
Yeah, if so, maybe that's a good thing. If we got like a big influx, I shouldn't say big influx. How do I put this? Like a big chain of stores doing retro, it might help drop prices on retro items. I don't know if either of you are
Not
familiar with it,
really.
but retro games are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be
If
pretty
you want to
interesting.
buy,
I feel it'd be pretty interesting if like GameStop just became like a merch store, like a merch chain that like just deals specifically in like video game related, like paraphernalia.
I don't think they would.
Like
Yeah.
they're like the fucking hot topic of video games or something, right? I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe something else.
Successful if they were.
I mean, you say that, but like, look at the quote here. Doesn't matter at all, and he says in relation to the discs and whatnot. Software, it mattered in the past. Software today makes up less than 12% of the business, and collectibles make up over half of the business. So it's totally irrelevant.
Let me rephrase that. I don't see them saying brick and mortar at all. Like, period. If that's their plan, if it's just become a merch store, I just don't see a reason for it.
I think maybe that's why they want eBay.
Again, that was my assumption before. Is they're maybe aiming for a more digital experience.
I mean, it's
It's
already
gotta
got
be
an
that.
infrastructure. And I mean, they could also help facilitate direct sales between people for a commission.
Yep.
Which would help them out too.
You know, squeeze coins from anywhere you can.
Yeah, seems so. Even so, the overall direction is clear. Software revenue declined 27.5% during the year, while collectible revenue grew by nearly 48%. Wow. GameStop is no longer betting its future on selling PlayStation or Xbox discs, with its ownership of eBay approaching 10%. Goon appears determined to transform the former video game retailer into something much larger, and he's no longer waiting for eBay's board to cooperate. I guess we'll see how that works out for him, but should be interesting to see what the hell's going to happen to GameStop. But it is really funny. It's really funny to think that the only reason he can do all this crazy shit is because a bunch of Redditors memed his company back into relevancy. That's something else.
It's just another testament to the power of fucking stupid memery on the internet.
Mhm.
I mean, we have a president that was because of memes on the internet.
Yeah,
Pretty
true.
much.
Yeah.
The memes, the DNA of the soul. Oh fuck! I love Revengeance so much. It's topical in any given year since it released in like what was that, like 2016, 2015, something like that. Fuck, I feel like it hasn't been a decade since that game came out. Hang on.
I'm looking it up.
Metal.
2014. Oh no, 2013.
Fuck.
Damn.
So that is nutty, dude. That is unbelievable.
Hold on. So it was released originally in 2013, and then for the PS3 and Xbox 360 in February 2013. Windows in 2014, and then this one kind of shocked me. NVIDIA Shield TV in January 2016. Have you heard of NVIDIA Shield TV?
Never heard of it.
What the fuck?
I haven't either. What the fuck
hang
is
on,
this?
I'm looking it up. Hang on. NVIDIA Shield TV.
Was there a system out that just went completely under the radar?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hang on, I'm bringing up the wiki page. The NVIDIA Shield TV, also known as Shield Android TV, is an Android TV-based digital media player and micro console produced by NVIDIA as part of its Shield brand of Android devices. 2015, the Shield was initially marketed by NVIDIA as a micro console, emphasizing the ability to play downloaded games and stream games from a compatible PC on a local network. So wait, it streams from a PC? It isn't the PC itself?
No, it's like a hub.
It's a micro console, actually.
But it also is, yeah. Well, it just means it's not the main focus, if I'm not mistaken. So like the whole point of it was to stream shit, but you could also download games onto it.
Oh,
for reasons.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Remember Rising had like a specific release for this?
Yeah.
Huh.
It.
Yes, that's
Okay.
that's a weird one. I had no idea this was a thing.
It originally
I've
dropped
never
with
heard of
micro USB and infrared support.
Hmm.
Those were later dropped.
It's. That's a weird one, man.
I learned something new today. Cool.
Yeah. The Nvidia lost to time. Just flew in under the radar, hung out in the corner for a bit, and then went home. Okay, sure. Why not? Oh fuck. All right. Well, hey, all that shit aside, all the illegalities going on in pop culture. Why don't we see what's going on with one of our favorite game companies, our favorite publishers, developers, kind of both, I guess. Let's see what's going on with Bethesda. Yeah,
Bethesda.
Who's
I love
favorite
those guys.
are they?
I love What do you mean? Those guys are great. People,
Yeah.
they have dozens of fans.
This is ridiculous.
Toddy Howard. I mean, look, who doesn't love Toddy Howard?
Okay, I'm gonna
And-
pretend I never heard you say that.
I wish I had that cool leather jacket that he always wears now, so I could also look as cool as Todd Howard. I tell
Yeah,
you
and-
what.
And that haircut.
I can't. No, that's too much, Bear. That's going too far. I can't fucking keep a straight.
Okay.
Boy.
How am I supposed to keep up kayfabe when you do that shit, Bear? Come on.
I'm imagining you with that haircut now, and it's good, man. That's a look.
Dude, I had like short curly hair I mean, like, obviously there's a midpoint between being like a fade and getting to this length, right? I had like a curly little fro thing for a while. It was interesting, I'll tell you what. I don't know if any pictures exist, and if they did, you'll never see them. But yeah, it was quite an interesting hairstyle. Just think of Bear, you're not so white that you don't know what a jerry curl is, right?
No, I know what a jerry curl is. I'm old enough for that.
All right, there you go.
I mean, if anybody's seen Coming to America,
Coming to
you should know
America,
what
yes.
a Jerry curl is.
Mhm.
There you go. Yeah, Coming to America. That's the one. Fuck. Did you guys ever see that sequel that they made on
No.
like what was it?
I've seen clips.
It was like a
And that was
Hulu
enough.
shit?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
It does.
Oh,
it
man,
does not look. It does
No?
not look entertaining.
On the list of things I refuse to see, that one's very prominent.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Okay, Bethesda. Let's circle back. A note from Bethesda Game Studios: we love making these worlds as much as you love playing in them. Is this Todd enough? Am I todding? Am I
Yeah,
todd?
you're todding hard,
I'm todding hard. Okay.
so hard.
Someone needs to write
I
that
think it's
down as a
the
title
Fucking
option.
title.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fuck. Oh, I did it too fast. Hold on.
Todding hard. Yep. Oh, you fixed it.
Yeah, I did. I retarded. You know.
Also an option.
But Bethesda retarded. There we go. No. This is it right here. Check this out, Bear. We're making it a subtitle for the new era of Bethesda. Oh wait, hang on. I gotta. There you go. Capitalize the T. I gotta give Lord Todd his respect. There we go.
You ever say a name enough times for it to just suddenly sound like it's not a real fucking name? Todd is
Yeah.
getting there.
All right, so let's see what Todd Coward, God Howard, God Coward is getting up to. There we go. That's the one. God Coward. What are we doing here? We love making these games as much as you love playing in them. Today, we want to share what's next for Bethesda Game Studios and what you can expect from us in the years ahead, he says, feeling the barrel of the gun resting gently against the back of his head. For 40 years, we built games that have entertained almost 500 million players. More than just games, these are worlds. Worlds for you to explore, shape, and make your own. Man, that's what I was doing in Power World. Fuck, I was just playing Power World right now. God damn it. Anyway.
Hurry up so we can go play Power World.
Yeah,
exactly. Worlds we return to together. That's what's driving us forward. We're investing more deeply in the worlds players love, giving creators a bigger role in shaping their experiences. Really, I thought what was driving them forward was the Xbox whip finally cracking at their fucking asses. Because since they've been kind of glaciating for a while here, but I don't know. And bringing our teams closer together so we can get our games into your hands sooner, support them longer, and continue building them alongside you for decades to come. Getting their games into your hands sooner. Me just thinking of that mountain range. That 8-year-old mountain range that said Elder Scrolls 6 on it. Good times. It has been 8 years, or are we hit a decade yet? How long where are we at?
Oh God, who knows? Who cares?
Yeah, that was 2018. So,
all right, and to start it off, Starfield continues.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's how you build the hype. Starfield continues. The only thing that could have topped that was like, we're making a mobile Oblivion experience you never knew you wanted.
We're making the Elder Scrolls Eternal for your iPhone.
Yeah. Our last mobile game failed. This one, it'll do better.
Fuck. Oh, God damn it. It's Toddin time. Here we go. I can't. With over 17 million players locking almost 1 billion hours to date, Starfield remains an important part of our future. 1 billion
That almost
hours,
is doing
man.
a lot of fucking lifting.
Yeah. Also, just telling, like, going with number of hours played among all your players, like that's a interesting metric to go with to try and sound big and impressive, but okay. As we enter year 3, we'll continue expanding the settled systems with new stories, targeted gameplay improvements, and additional updates while preparing for the launch of new Starborn content next year. More than 40% of players already customize their experience through creations. We'll continue investing in creators and giving players new ways to make Starfield their own. All right, Todd, that's great. Created by players. We believed. I feel like this right here applies to like almost every single Bethesda game that's been on PC, except for Starfield, and that's because of the modders.
Yes.
Fuck. Hang on. Is this actually? Did they talk about the modders in here? We believe from the beginning that our worlds belong not only to the people who make them, but also the people who play them. That's why we've long provided players with the tools to create their own experiences, dating back to the Morrowind construction set. This year marked another major milestone for creations with the expansion of Fallout 4, joining Skyrim and Starfield. We're proud to say creators have already earned more than 10 million in royalties from their work. Because wait, let me make sure I'm remembering. Like, the modders just kind of fucking gave up on Starfield, right? I thought
as far as I'm aware, like no, there were mods made for it. A lot of people didn't move over to Starfield to be in modding in the first place. Like Oblivion had a mod team that I shouldn't say mod team, but they had modders that you moved on.
A mod community.
Yeah, community. And Skyrim's had a community that's kind of moved through all the different iterations of it. But a good portion of them did not move on to.
But haven't they made like modding like a lot harder and monetized and shit?
So
I don't know.
There's general modding isn't monetized. You can still pick up shit all over like Nexus mods or Mods or whatever your modding repository site is for. But they also have their Creation Club thing, which is paid for. It's harder to get into. That's it. I mean, Creation Club. If you want to pay for the mods, that's where you can do it.
Yeah, and it's like I know at least the Skyrim guys are pretty much still at it even to this day. They're coming up with new stupid shit, right? Like we were talking, was that like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago? We were talking about that fucking like debate mod where you like fucking debate the dragons instead of like fighting them
Yeah.
to death.
Oh, yeah. There are
that
still
was
people
great.
making new mods for Morrowind.
Oh fuck! I
That
love
doesn't
that.
surprise me. Those are actually
Um,
good games.
Yeah, there's a team that's still working on a major overhaul mod for Oblivion, original base game Oblivion.
Mm.
It's some of those are true passion projects that'll probably go on for years to come.
Okay.
The mods for fucking Starfield, as far as I'm aware, are largely things to make the game suck less, rather than big, fun passion projects.
Yeah, because I mean, people just aren't interested in Starfield in general for the most part.
Well, it's the design philosophy of Starfield and is unique. It's definitely not for everyone,
Yeah,
or most people, or gamers.
I think those people probably just went ahead and went to check out No Man's Sky instead. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, at least those planets have things on them.
Yep. Oy vey. Well, hey, Fallout though. Fallout's still good, right? We still love Fallout.
Oh yeah, Fallout and this culture will be so great.
76 has players. People are playing it. Fallout 76, guys. Expansion. People like that. It's getting there. Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. That's good because it's one of your biggest fucking franchises. Maybe
It's one of their only priorities.
into that.
It's one of their only franchises left.
Yeah. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination, and we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now. 76 continues to be home to millions of players exploring Appalachia together. With nearly 70 free updates released to date, the journey is far from over. In fact, we have a major Fallout 76 expansion planned for next year, Raven Rock, prequel story to Fallout 3. Fallout 4, the most award-winning game in the franchise, just celebrated its 10-year anniversary and recently passed over 35 million copies sold, continuing to attract a new audience every year. Didn't people not like Fallout 4? I thought that.
Yeah, Fallout 4 is awful for a Fallout game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
It's as a game in general, it's all right. Fallout game, that's kind of awful.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
here's the thing. As far as Fallout goes, I'm still kind of like on the outside looking in for the most part. There, like I do want to play New Vegas at some point because I hear that's like the Fallout game of all of them.
The Fallout New Vegas is the best representation of what Fallout 1 and 2 were in the more modern systems.
Yeah. So that's one I would definitely want to get around to at some point. But as far the rest is usually just I'm hearing what other like actual Fallout players are feeling in terms of all this shit, right? And I did watch season 1 of the show, and it was fucking terrible.
Yes,
but like even out again, I'm saying this is somebody who doesn't really know Fallout lore. That show was fucking awful. It's fucking dumb.
you don't have to know any lore to know that a lot of their writing decisions for the first season were retarded.
Yeah, and yet got a season 2, so I don't know. I mean, whatever, I guess.
I've not watched it, but I have heard it is worse.
Yeah, I have also heard that it's worse.
Even the
really
season 1 fans have fallen off.
There you go. I would love to see like the viewership numbers on that, just to see exactly how would that happen. Like, was it the moment season 2 started, or did they have to get a few episodes in before it started cratering? Actually, did they release the whole season 2 like in a big bundle, right? Like all at once, or was it like a weekly release?
I think that wasn't a full bundle. I think it was like 3 episode pockets.
First. Okay.
I'd have to double check. But yeah, I don't think it was all at once.
Well, let's see. Okay. We also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we're not announcing any dates today, we've been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Ooh, Todd's got to be fucking stinging about that one. The New Vegas one specifically. There's no way he wanted to do that, but I just bet you they twisted that gun a little bit on the back of his head. It's like we're gonna need a remastered New Vegas from you, buddy. We're gonna need that from you. Come on.
Which, having heard about, or at
Mhm.
least read what some people have said as far as New Vegas's actual source stuff goes, that's going to be interesting for them to do.
Yeah,
So
assuming they don't fuck it up. I mean, we see what all the little changes. I mean, obviously, not Morrowind.
Oblivion?
Oblivion. Yeah, obviously, Oblivion for the most part came out the other side like fine and mostly unchanged. But there were a few little things here and there that they decided to tweak that were fucking dumb. So, yeah. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with New Vegas and if they fuck with any of like the narrative stuff, which I think would probably be worse than fucking with the narrative things in a what's it called? A fucking Elder Scrolls game, because I don't know. It feels like with an Elder Scrolls game, it's kind of like half and half in terms of narrative and gameplay that people find their enjoyment in. Where I don't know, it feels like with Fallout games, people like latch on more to the narrative stuff, the characters and the storylines and whatnot. Would that be fair to say?
Fallout, yeah. So Fallout have a stronger mainline story, and it's more, I guess, attachable. Whereas Elder Scrolls games in general have a much weaker main storyline. Morrowind's fine, Digger, was fine, but they're looser.
Yeah, because that's kind of the impression I got, but I just wanted to double check with an actual Fallout player just to make sure. Okay. So remasters of 3 in New Vegas, which I believe these are the most liked games in the series. Between these two, is usually the ones I hear about.
I think these are technically the most liked games in the series.
Oh.
There are people that are more purist, and they go for 1 and 2 specifically. But I think that's a smaller number in terms of like overall fandom goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited for remakes, but given the fact that he says he's got no dates on them, I'm guessing that they've started work on them by saying, "Oh, we need to do this because we're out of money."
Yeah. Also, the term said here is remaster, so I'm assuming something very much along the lines of the Oblivion remaster.
Yeah.
Well, by starting work on, they've started penciling things on a piece of paper and then throwing the pieces of paper at each other.
Yeah, it's very, very light work, if any work has been done, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get those about the time your great-great-great-grandchildren are born.
Mm-hmm. Fallout Shelter continues to be the most popular way to experience Fallout on the go. Oh yeah, that's like the fucking mobile game with more than 250 million players. There's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons, an unscripted Fallout Shelter television project. What? They're making a show off the fucking mobile game? Okay.
That's also in the works. What they mean.
No, an unscripted Fallout Shelter television project is also in the works with our partners at Amazon Studios and Kilter Films.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't get. I thought, isn't it just like a little like base management phone game?
Yeah, there's no story to Fallout Shelter. It's got like all the characters from any of the good games.
Like you're literally just managing one of the shelters, right?
Yeah,
that's it. One of the vaults.
Yeah, it's very bare bones. It's holy shit. No, unscripted. So like a reality TV. Well, no, that would be scripted.
But in terms of unscripted in quotation marks, yeah, it kind of sounds like they're wanting to make like a vault reality TV show or some shit.
The Real World, but in the vault.
Watch it be hosted by Mr. Beast.
Real Housewives of the fucking vault.
Dude, I hope they somehow. I actually am really hoping Mr. Beast is somehow involved with this. It would be so fucking funny.
Big Brother, the Vault.
Yeah.
Yep. We set up a real Fallout vault, and whichever person is alive at the end of 30 days will go home with $10 million or some shit.
Okay.
Oh, no, they just get to go home.
No, if he does something like that where they're fighting and there's conflict, he needs to call it Beast Wars.
But no, it's got to have Fallout in the name.
Fallout Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
There you go.
Fallout. Or it could be Beast Wars Fallout if you want to try the other way around,
So That Kilter Films that they're in talks with, they are the ones involved with the actual Fallout series, and also apparently Westworld, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I've heard of Westworld. I haven't watched it myself, but I'm aware of it. I hear usually pretty good things about it. Except for maybe the ending. I think it was going strong for a while there and like tapered off kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of how I understand it to be. I did not watch it myself. I am just familiar with it. I will also say they are in lines to be making a live action Wolfenstein.
Okay.
Yep. I feel like that could be cool, but it's gonna end up being like an adaptation of New Blood or some shit.
It's gonna be something, like that.
Yeah, and then no one's gonna care. So there we go, I guess.
It's gonna be Nazis, and then they're gonna fucking inject modern politics shit into it. So the enemy is going to be actual Trump,
or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, they'll call him Drumpf just for the original name.
Oh fuck. Okay, well that's what else.
Yeah.
We'd like to congratulate Kilter Films and Amazon Studios on the 10 Emmy nominations for Fallout Season 2. Production on Season 3 is already underway. They have 10 nominations for Season 2? Really?
But they have color people, they have all the right sort of, check boxes, we'll say.
I hate it. When did the Emmys happen again? It's in it's November. Hang on. Because I'll
get the wrong group of people to ask.
Yeah,
I haven't watched award shows ever.
I don't think I ever watched the Emmys. Yeah, I've seen clips and shit of the Emmys, or maybe a passing moment when my mom was watching it when I was a kid or something. But hang on.
I'll be honest. The entire reason I watched the Game Awards last time was just so I could watch Expedition 33 sweep everything.
True. Mm-hmm. True. And also, sometimes they throw in some games trailers, world premieres, and shit like that. So
then I just waited for the next day and fast forwarded to those parts.
That's true. That's the point.
That's what I do. I wait until when it comes to the awards and announcements, I always wait until they're all the way done, and then I just skip to what I want to watch. Yeah. I don't have the patience.
I will say that as far as the Game Awards go, they're also kind of good for content if you want to just stream it and do like a riff tracks kind of thing,
I'd fall asleep partway through.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So apparently it's in September, and I think Game Awards are usually around then too. But let's see. We'd like to okay. Well, we won't host a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year. We're already planning something special for the Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027, when Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, D.C. Okay.
That's strange.
Yeah. Studio collaboration. The Wasteland continues to expand as we team up once again with our longtime friends at Obsidian Entertainment. The guys who just put out Avowed, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Happy to confirm they're working with us on a new Fallout project.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I'm pretty sure this is just the new Fallout game Obsidian's making. I get the feeling that we're working together, we're teaming up, is just that it got taken from Todd and he's coping.
Yeah, maybe. Likely. We'll have more to share in the future. We're also bringing our teams close together across Bethesda. ZeniMax Online Studios will partner closely with Bethesda Game Studios on the Elder Scrolls franchise while continuing to deliver incredible new experiences for the Elder Scrolls Online. Season 1 Return of the Thieves Guild recently launched, and the team is more planning for the future. Wait, Season 1 Return... Oh, online, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Elder Scrolls Online is that one fucking... that animation of that knight on the roof just kicking the shit out of those other three guys.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I know about Elder Scrolls Online. That's a really good fucking animation, but that's all I ever know about that game.
I played it back when it first dropped and the beta. Mm-hmm. It's all right. It just wasn't anything new enough to keep me attached to it.
Did you play it with anybody or?
Yeah, I played with a small group.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, that at least must be kind of because like the idea of like playing through an Elder Scrolls game like co-op with friends. I mean, that always sounded like kind of an appealing prospect, right?
Yeah. The problem was that it's still very much an MMO.
Mm.
It still had it's basically just Elder Scrolls Paint on top of a traditional MMORPG.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's kind of disappointing. Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe just like maybe an Elder Scrolls game that has like co-op, but it's just like a smaller kind of like maybe like teams of like at most 4 players, right? For a co-op PvE experience kind of thing. But then again, because I feel like it'd be really hard to manage the quest lines and like side quests and all that kind of shit if you have like multiple people who may end up just like fucking splitting up and doing whatever in the world, right? I mean, how to actually make that work, how to make a co-op experience work in a like more traditional Elder Scrolls game, that's got to actually be kind of hard.
Yeah, I think, and that's probably why it hasn't been done yet.
But if you could nail it down, that would be kind of sick, because essentially at that point it's like playing like a D&D game, but like in a video game, and it's more of like a action combat sort of scenario instead of like, you know, your turn-based usual D&D sort of thing. I mean, that'd be kind of cool if someone could pull that off. But again, that'd be a hell of a task.
At this point, I can hardly expect most video game AAA developers to be able to wipe their own asses, let alone make something, you know, quite as complicated as that.
Yeah, a fair point. Let's see. Bringing our teams closer. The Elder Scrolls and Beyond. Here we go. Oh, I see Elder Scrolls 6 over there. That foundation extends beyond our teams to the technology, tools, and systems that will power the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. Our teams are now developing the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on Creation Engine 3. Oh, okay. Shared technology platform we've been building since Starfield's launch. It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that defined our games. What the fuck have you guys been doing for the last 8 years then?
Starfield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's kind of sad. that's really sad to think about.
Yep.
Oy vey. Fallout 5 is currently in pre-production. Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today, with the majority of our team currently working on the next chapter of the franchise. With over 65 million copies sold, players are still exploring Skyrim 15 years later. We know it's been a very long wait for the sequel. Oh my god, it's been 15 fucking years since Skyrim?
Yeah. Oh no, even something better is like they're talking about Creation Engine 3 there. Do you know when Creation Engine 2 was? What game was first done with that?
No, I don't.
It was like they released Creation Engine 2, made one game with it, Starfield.
What the fuck? Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Man. Okay. All right then. Okay, the next chapter is on the way. While we're where we plan to be, loving how it looks, and playing it every day. You're where you plan to be. You meant for this to take 8 fucking years, man?
Yeah,
Really?
They're trying to draw it out and pull as much money as they possibly can out of it without having to actually do much.
That is even sadder. God damn, I need a word sadder than sad for that. That's
Melancholy?
something. Yeah. Fucking the road ahead across Bethesda game studios. We're building for the future of Fallout, the Elder Scrolls, Starfield, yada 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 yada. Can be more excited for what's ahead and wanted to share as much as we could today. Can't thank you enough for all you've given to us in these words. We can't wait to continue them together. Right. Okay, well, yeah, I think what's happened here is that Xbox came over, kicked them right in their fucking ass, and we're like, guys, it's time to do stuff again. It's time to do anything that people want you to do. It's time to make some fucking money. Also, like 20% of you are fired or whatever. Like, what was the amount? What was the exact actual percentage that they cut from the Bethesda studios?
I don't remember.
or are going to cut. I don't know if it's already happened or if it's going to happen soon. I know I heard Bethesda was getting hit.
20% sounds right, but it was over 370 jobs.
Okay, all right. And it was Bethesda that were trying to have their little fucking in-office memorial for these people, right?
Yeah.
Was that Bethesda? Okay, all right. Just making sure I'm remembering right. I couldn't remember if it was them or fucking like Ubisoft. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So that's what's going on with Bethesda. Maybe they're finally gonna, do something again. That'd be interesting. That'd be cool. I guess we'll see how things pan out. I mean, I will say that I'm kind of hoping they do something good like Fallout New Vegas or 3 and not something bad like Starfield or Fallout 4, which are the more recent games. So we have reason to believe that whatever they make from here could also just be bad. But
man, if they could remake like a Fallout 4 experience, that would still be way better than what I'm expecting.
Oh man, yeah, we're researching words that are more sad than sad because I'm really going to start needing them if this is what Bethesda's going to be getting up to in the coming days. But enough. Well, hang on, we're not quite done making fun of Bethesda.
No.
We're not, because there was also this that we gotta apparently just stick a little spotlight on real quick. Todd Howard finally breaks his silence on Reddit. Note from Bethesda: Fallout 5 is currently in pre-production. Yada yada yada. Oh, here we go. Mounted pin comment by you/Todd Bethesda. Hey Reddit, I'm a professional lurker and read your comments all the time. Many here do, and we there we go. Many here do, and we deeply appreciate all the passion for our work. I know I don't really post, and we're usually very quiet. Today's info was an attempt at changing that and letting everyone know what we've been working on the past several years and look at what's coming. So no, we're constantly listening and keep telling us how to be even better. You'd be surprised how many great ideas I get from Reddit. Oh no. Oh no.
It explains so much about Starfield, though.
What's scarier is when you sit back and think about it, because I actually talked about that this morning and ran through it, and I know Grok is probably not going to have the most precise answers ever, but realistically, he said between 7 and 10% of gamers are actually on Reddit. And I mean, I would even give as many as 20% perhaps, but that's still a lot of the market that you're not actually communicating with. And you're getting ideas that is just going to piss the other 80% off, especially on top of it when you consider that Reddit is so ideologically captured that there is no way that ideas outside of a certain circle are getting out there.
Yeah, that's the big problem. It's you have 10% that's not going to generalize out whatsoever.
Yep.
Man.
As much as this looks like pandering, I'm going to be honest, I could honestly see Todd as being an old school Redditor.
A Redditor, yeah.
I don't think it's pandering. I think he's 100% serious, and I think he thinks that's where most gamers are.
I think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still think it's pandering.
It might be pandering in saying it, but no, I think he honestly believes that's where people are.
I agree with that. I think that he's so boomer coded that he thinks he's on the hip trending place where all the cool kids are located.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see how Reddit flavored Elder Scrolls 6 turns out, but I don't know about you guys. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be great.
Thankfully,
not to play.
I'm not anticipating Elder Scrolls 6 anytime in my lifetime. I'm sure I'll die before then. So.
Yeah. By the way, Chad, just so we're clear, not to play. I don't anticipate it being great to play. I anticipate it being great farming content.
We're all
content
going to
for farm
releases.
Yeah. Great content farming. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Great content farming. Elder Scrolls 6. I'm telling you, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing. Okay, what else? Right. This is kind of a big one. Disney also taken some layoff hits lately. Disney is laying off several hundred employees across its entertainment business, with Pixar hit hardest among the film studios. According to Variety, the layoffs affect several departments across Disney, including film, television, corporate teams, and ESPN. National Geographic is also one of the hardest hit parts of the TV business. Disney hasn't said exactly how many Pixar employees are losing their jobs. Has there been an update on that? I feel like I did see a post. Where is it? What the fuck is this? Toys in the way. Oh god, what is this? The employees. Wait, are these actual Disney employees? There's no fucking way.
I'm sure they are. I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised even a little.
The Toy Story made millions of dollars. Oh no, sarcastically. Did it? Did Toy Story 5? Is that one doing okay?
Yeah,
I heard
did
it's
pretty
better
well.
than doing better than Moana at the very least. So
It doesn't. Yeah, Toy Story's got such a strong inbuilt audience that I don't see them ever not doing well.
yeah, I've heard mixed opinions though on that movie. Have either of you seen it?
Nope. I don't have kids.
No.
Fair.
Yeah. And
Not yet, but yeah.
God
a
willing.
guy my age going into a theater for a kids movie like that alone. I'm not going to see that movie.
Might
That's
have to
what the
wait.
cops call.
Might have to wait to bum it off of somebody else's Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, it is like some people are like have been pointing it out that like Pixar being hit with most of the layoffs when they just put out Toy Story 5, which is probably like one of the most successful Disney movies of recent years, I would think.
Well, yeah, but now they have that AI
any other
that
Disney
they
movie
use to animate.
Mhm.
Oh, right. The AI stuff, which is crazy because apparently they also put out like an AI generated show on Disney Junior.
It's
Right.
not entirely AI generated, but AI is definitely a large helper in it. What they do is actual humans create like the key frames, design the actual character, and then the AI apparently takes the is the key between the what's the word? It figures out what the frames are between the motions, and then it generates those. So it generates the in-between pieces.
Oh.
That is odd, but okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not because hang on. I don't know if we can even like bring this up without like potentially catching a fucking C&D or something. But
You might do it without sound, and you might be
Yeah.
okay. But if we just play a couple seconds, but you got to be real fucking careful.
Disney, was it Disney Junior?
I'm not sure, but I think so. I think it was a kid show.
I found it. Yeah, this right here.
There he goes again.
Oh, Yeah, so apparently this is it right here. This is the AI assisted animated show that they put out.
Yeah, and you can tell.
I mean, yeah, you kind of can, but at the same time, it's oh wait, no, yeah, that perspective is very weird looking.
I mean, if you know what you're looking for, you can tell.
Yeah, no, I definitely I see it too, but at the same time, I can also see that this is like it's approaching something that might actually be serviceable.
Mhm.
And since we know the AI stuff is like getting better every month, I think it will reach a point where they'll be able to just make a properly serviceable animated show like this with AI, and that is an interesting thought. Not terribly sure how to feel about that just yet.
I mean, it's children's programming. That's already stuff you could just do with AI. They don't need to have cohesive or coherent stories.
They should, though.
Yeah, let's say they should. Because,
sure, but
yeah.
they don't.
Yeah, because when you make nothing but like retarded kids programming, all you get is retarded kids, and we know this because we're living in an age where our kids are more and more retarded every generation. So it might be better if we went back to actually putting some thought behind children's entertainment like we used to.
Yes, but that requires money, and
yeah, that's true. And so does
people don't
animation.
want to spend money; they just want to make money.
I mean, more than money, it requires time and actual effort. The effort is the part that really gets them. I mean, they're spending. They're not exactly. This shit isn't cheap. I mean, we've seen how the whole token situation works out. And that fact that becomes more and more expensive as time goes on. There's just not. It can't be less expensive than actually putting in actual effort.
I miss like good 2D animation so much, man. Could you imagine if like something on the level like Treasure Planet came out today? Could you fucking imagine? Like, oh my god, that shit would be blowing up all over everywhere. The internet, the Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. TikTok. Like that would blow people's minds to see something animated like that again from like a Western studio. Obviously, anime still puts shit out like that all the time, but like from a Western studio animating something like that again, oh, that'd be cool.
Just animating in general again. Disney always did a fantastic job with the animation when they did it.
Yeah. Although, you know, I think the French still like put out some interesting animation stuff sometimes. Are they still doing Wakfu? Is Wakfu still happening? Is that like ongoing? Because Wakfu's pretty nicely animated.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know about Wakfu, really?
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, you know about Wakfu, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's definitely interesting. You know what? I give him credit for existing.
I don't think he likes it.
Well,
it's not my jam.
Yeah, maybe not like story-wise and all that. And I never find that terribly interesting, but I do like watching, like whenever I see clips of like fight sequences and whatnot, it's like, oh man, they really went all in on the animation with this. Pretty good. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's been running for 18 years.
Wow, really?
So,
it's that old.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wakfu started in like 2008, 2006, something in that range.
Dang.
Now I have to look because I've made words. Wakfu TV series started in October 30th, 2008.
Shit, man, I'm so old. But at least I'm not as old as Zarada, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We're both spring chickens, relative to.
Relative. Oh no.
When I get wherever the afterlife is before you, I'll make sure you're welcoming as hell.
I would say make sure the seat's warm for me, but where I'm going, I know it will be.
Oh fuck. All right. Well, at any rate, sucks to hear because if we were just going all in on AI and animation, I guess Disney is just. Well, I mean, it hasn't been that company for a while, but we're getting even further. Like, at some point, there may have been hope that we could possibly get back there eventually. You know, go back to what made Disney special in the first place, which was its beautifully crafted animations. But with news like this, and you know, with the immersion of the AI animations now, yeah, we're getting further and further away from that. We're never going back to that time again. It's done. It's over.
Yeah, I think any hopes for Disney to have been something worthwhile, major changes would have had to have started happening like 30 to 40 years ago.
And it sucks to think that like that style of animation is going to just become completely antiquated. Like nobody's really going to know how to do it anymore, and it's just going to completely disappear.
Yep.
Because like, yeah, because nobody animates like Disney used to. Not that I know of, anyway. Not even any of like the little like cool little indie projects on like YouTube and stuff. Like, just nobody does that. Like they used to do.
It's time intensive. It's so time intensive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it was
time intensive, and I mean, it was an actual art.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm not saying it wasn't hard. I'm not saying it wasn't expensive. But like, it was worth it because it made these amazing fucking movies that like stuck in people's hearts, even like to this day. Like those of us who watched it as kids, like you still think about like the Aladdin movie and like all the sequences with Genie. Like the animation sequence of Friend Like Me, right? Like I can think about that scene for scene, beat for beat, because that was incredible. Like I didn't quite give it what it was due when I was a kid. You know, I was just enjoying like the flashing colors, pretty lights, and all that shit. But like looking back on it, it's like, yeah, that was a triumph. The people who managed to put all that together, and
I mean,
the
the
fact that we
thing is you can talk about how gorgeous the animation was and everything, but without the writers and the storytellers behind it, the animation doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point there as well. But I mean, it would be nice to at least have something nice to look at if we're not getting a good story, at least, you know. But honestly, both kind of went out the window at the same time, so I guess we got double fucked on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So sad, but I suppose that's just Disney these days. Hey, you know what's funny though?
What?
When Nintendo eats shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
about
forget
Nintendo
that.
eating shit. Yeah, check us out. A 2013 Pokemon fan game has been used to reject one of Nintendo's creature-catching patent applications in Japan. Nintendo argued the unofficial project shouldn't count because it infringed copyright, but their argument was fucking denied. Oh, you love to see it. A fucking fan game mocks Nintendo legally. Oh, it's beautiful. Here, let's have a look. Also, I don't know this is really something really funny about Gary's face here. I think it's because his eyes are like slightly too far apart.
They're slightly too far apart. His head is squished down just a bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like looking at it. It amuses me. Oh. But someone's not amused. Oh no. Okay, let's see here. Nintendo has suffered another setback in its efforts to patent monster-catching mechanics, with a Japanese examiner citing an unofficial Pokemon fan game as evidence that the company's ideas weren't original. The application covers a touchscreen-based system in which players move through a 3D world, throw capture items at creatures, summon monsters in the battle, and select commands during combat. However, the Japan patent officially ruled that these mechanics lacked an inventive step after finding similar systems in games and videos released years before Nintendo's December 2021 priority date. According to Game Rant, one of the examiner's cited examples was a June 2013 YouTube video titled Pokemon Generations 3D Indie Pokemon Gameplay. I kind of want to see what the hell this is. Hang on. Can we get it? Like, we can look at this on stream, right? Because it's a fucking fan game. We're safe, right?
Yeah, probably, maybe, kinda. Don't put it on for too long.
Okay. Well, we'll skip through it a little bit. But I just want to see what the hell this actually looks like. Generations fan game. Wait, what's actually Pokemon Generations 3D Indie Pokemon Gameplay? Ah, here we go.
All right, guys. Right now, I'm bringing you this
Why do I look at this? I immediately thought of Ape Escape looking at this. I don't know why. It's because I think the level of and graphical fidelity here is very similar.
new game for you Pokemon fans out there, and I'm anime, whatever. This is Red.
This is fucking hardcore 2013 fan game vibes.
You can be
Yeah.
blue, which from the anime is
Which appropriate.
anime,
So
anime, whatever.
Here's a Bulbasaur just kind of hanging
It is
out back
Gary,
there.
But obviously, you do ASD. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to show you here
what?
is how to
This is a
actually
very
catch the Pokemon. Now,
thin
you can catch
Pikachu.
them and you can battle.
Yeah,
but there are only
it's
two
got
Pokemon
tank
in,
controls too. Wow.
the original starters, Pidgey, Pikachu, and Rattata, which is over there. Basically, what you do is you take a Pokeball like this, you aim it at the Pokemon, and you throw it. Boom. Then you click the Pokemon.
Amazing.
thing
I like
and
they
it
included
goes
the
away.
noises
And it
How
shoots.
this guy didn't get stopped?
And I caught it.
at some point, at any
Now,
point,
to
right?
release your Pokemon, you press tab. And
Throwing a Pokeball you didn't catch it with because the one you caught it with is still just sitting there in the ground. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like it. Yeah, that's good stuff. So, can you
So I
make him
thought it was
fight?
pretty neat.
Can you have him
No.
battle?
I'm not entirely sure how the battle system works in this yet. It's obviously not completely done yet. But basically, what you do is you click on your Pokemon, and then you click on the other person's, and the
And
battle.
then they just start making out. Obviously.
And you can use Q to change from this view from behind your Pokemon to any view you want on your Pokemon. Actually deflects other Pokemon's abilities. So, say a Charmander, I was going against a Charmander, and they.
I think we've seen enough. I think
I want to see like an
please.
actual like attack
Deflect
animation.
it.
Hang on. Oh,
I wonder how.
amazing! Oh, this is good. This is good. I like. I like it. Like, is he swim or is just?
They really
just
are
walking
thinking
on
about
water.
this game like very well.
Oh no, it's just like okay, it's like fucking ankle deep.
That
Lake.
is awesome. One is I'm not for jump with you.
I'm sorry. This
Alright,
is very amusing
battle.
to me. Oh. I'm sorry. That's good. That's okay. Yeah, that's fun. Holy shit!
yeah.
Yeah, and this is what Nintendo got fucked by the way, which is hilarious to me. I think that's great. I think that's
Well,
that's
it's good for the story, but as far as like them getting fucked, the game was mentioned, but it wasn't the only game mentioned.
yeah.
there were
I'm
several
sure
games.
there were several others, but yeah,
Yeah.
the fact that one was even put in there is really funny. According to Game Rant, one of the examiners cited examples. Pokemon Generations was an unofficial 3D action RPG created by fans with the footage demonstrating real-time movement, familiar creature catching mechanics more than 8 years before Nintendo's filing. Nintendo reportedly argued that the video should not count as prior art because the fan project infringed on copyrights associated with the Pokemon franchise. The examiner rejected that defense, finding that any alleged copyright infringement did not change what the publicly available footage demonstrated about the mechanics already existing. Other cited material reportedly included Arca Mobile, PUBG Mobile, Pokemon X and Y, additional gameplay videos, and several older Japanese patent filings. Yeah, I mean, imagine there have to be like any number of examples of people doing this shit before Pokemon did, because Pokemon doesn't fucking innovate on their games. So,
Well,
That's
which
kinda
is
what
why they have other Pokemon games listed.
yep. That's funny. Rather than finding every element of Nintendo's application in one game, the examiner determined that a developer could have combined existing touchscreen controls and established monster catching systems without creating anything sufficiently inventive.
Mm-hmm.
Application numbers had already been rejected once in April before Nintendo amended its claims and continued pursuing it. Although it belongs to the same patent family as patents Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are attempting to enforce against Palworld developer Pocket Pair, this specific application is not part of the ongoing lawsuit. Its touchscreen focus prompted speculation that it could instead be relevant to upcoming mobile creature catching games, including Palworld Mobile. Wait, that's a thing? That's happening?
Apparently, or they're
hang
worried
on.
about it happening.
Hang on. I'm looking that up. Is it because I don't remember hearing shit about a Palworld Mobile? Palworld Mobile by Crafton? How is this?
No,
Hang on. So is it literally just Palworld but on a phone? Huh. That's what it appears to be. There's like a website for this. Just having a quick look through this. I don't think it's any like gameplay. Like these all look like screenshots from like the PC version of the game.
yeah,
But I'm assuming what this is implying though is that they're just going to be porting the PC version to a phone. Which I mean, I guess some phones are strong enough for that these days, but
Lots of phones are actually strong enough for some pretty interesting video games. I want to say, wasn't there a Cyberpunk that you can play on phone?
maybe is there? I don't know.
Not sure.
Interesting though. So would this mean that, like, as far as the touchscreen ball throwing shit that we're just talking about, I guess Palworld might be getting ready to try doing that with this. Possibly, maybe. Like, considering all the shit you have to do in Pal World, like trying to do all that on a fucking phone, just like pressing little, like the phone buttons, you know, like the buttons on the screen. Ugh, that sounds so god awful. I'm not a big fan of that idea. I mean, pulling the triggers or jump and. Yeah, because I would just like to see if there's like any media that shows what this is going to actually look like in terms of, interacting.
No,
with
it doesn't look like they're far enough along for that.
Okay, but it is planned apparently. There's something.
I'm looking at the official site for it right now.
Oh, so is that.
NeoGX says if the phone can play Fortnite mobile reasonably, then it should run this.
Yeah,
That's a good point too.
I'm just excited for when it comes to like hatching your eggs, and it's like pay 99 cents to hatch immediately, or I've run out of pal spheres. Pay 99 cents for an extra 10-pack.
Fuck. Yeah, that's gonna be the weird one, right? It's like how did they plan to monetize the mobile version of the game? Like, is it gonna be free with a bunch of microtransactions, or are they just gonna like charge you fucking $40 for the phone version of Pal World? I don't know.
Maybe they'll just run it free on ads.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Don't
Yeah,
want to wait
just
and
as you're
see.
throwing a ball, ad time.
We'll see if we can
30
catch this,
seconds
pal.
unskippable.
Yeah, and then when the ad stops, you come back to the game and the pal has killed you because you missed.
Yep. Would you like to disable ads for $2.99 a day?
Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh, that feels bad just to hear you say it. Fuck.
I kind of feel like they won't really go that direction though. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
I mean, Pal World in Pocket Pair in general have been pretty consumer friendly as is. Oh
no, Pocket Pair, sure, but this is crafting.
Oh,
Yeah, but they're leasing. I mean, they're licensing Pocket Pair out either way, and I don't really see Pocket Pair letting them sully their name in
I
that
would hope
regard.
not. I think Pocket Pair is got enough like a handle on PR to know better than to let
Yeah.
Crafting get away with something like that.
yeah.
But I do worry just because, again, fucking Crafting.
I just wonder, like, how much of a fucking market is there going to be for something like that? Because I feel like if you're the kind of person who goes in for like crafting games like Pal World, then you're probably the kind of person who just invested in an actual PC so you could play them on a decent through a decent peripheral, right?
Yeah, but who wouldn't like the chance to, while you're out and about, perhaps sitting in the doctor's office or break at work, being able to pull your Pal World out of your pocket and play it at work, and then come home and play it some more on your computer?
I guess, man. I don't know. I cannot fathom there being a massive like because.
Oh God, he died. Or is it me?
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
No,
it's
it
him.
was him.
Okay.
He really couldn't imagine.
No, he couldn't. You back?
Maybe. Am I?
Oh, that is a great face to be stuck on.
Can you hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're back.
Okay.
He sounds disappointed about that.
It was
Christ.
funny looking.
It's fine. But what I was gonna say is that I just like, as far as like what additional market can we really get by putting Pal World on a fucking, because like it's already on everything else, right? You already got it on PC and PlayStation and Xbox, and probably obviously not the Switch. Actually, no, is it on Switch? Is it on Switch?
I don't know. I don't believe it is.
Because I mean,
check.
given all the shit with Nintendo, I
Pal
imagine
World
it
on
wouldn't
Switch.
be. But at the same time,
Of course it's not. Are you kidding?
Funniest shit I heard all year.
okay, all right. So it's on PC, it's on Xbox, and it's on PlayStation. Okay, so it's on.
That tickled the fuck out of him.
It did, yeah.
No, it's not.
I could hear him. I could hear him. He's losing it. Pal Computer is apparently. Hang on, looking at the Google search, just basic search. Pocket Pair is waiting for official specs for Nintendo before evaluating the feasibility of a port to Switch 2. So, I mean, I can maybe see Nintendo bearing the hatchet after they, completely lose the fight.
If
And
only
just
because
let
it'll bring them money, but
Yeah, and
to go
also
back-
it'd be so funny though. For
Yeah.
Pal World to be able to Switch 2. That shit would be hilarious.
to go back and answer your question, you seem to think, Are you thinking about a new market? I mean, because they don't really need a new market.
No, it's true.
I mean, accessing the people they already have on mobile, on top of, on computer. And there are plenty of people who will pick up a mobile game and try it just to play a game on mobile. There are people who genuinely play other games on mobile beyond the match 3s and bullshit.
Okay. Yeah, fair point. We'll see. Maybe it's the right move after all. And they're certainly doing it better than I could do it. So I can't really fault it. I don't see the vision, but maybe they do. Maybe they see something I don't.
When you consider that currently, with the way they count gamers, 50% of gamers are mobile. It makes sense.
Yeah. You know what they really need to do is start getting some fucking cosmetics in the game. Right now, there's nothing but like the different tiers of armor. I want different outfits. That's what I really want.
I mean, you can use the ancient dresser to mix and match without.
Yes, you can. But like again, the only 2 points of mix and matching are the body and the helmet, and that's it. So,
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that I want like, outfits that you can craft that are like cosmetic things that are outside of the armor set. You know what I mean? Like, for example,
Sure.
the Terraria collab has like the Terraria armor, and that's like kind of a cool like thing that you can. Obviously you're not gonna make it to protect you because its stats are kind of garbage. But like wearing the little like knight armor it's kind of fun, right? But I'm thinking like. Just like different themes of outfits that you could just put on your character for more, cosmetic variety. Like, for example, you got the Sakurajima I'm in the island that's all like, inspired by Eastern Japanese aesthetic. When I give your character like a kimono or something to wear, shit like that. Like maybe some of the stuff that the other NPCs around wear. Like get you a PIDF outfit, like those cop guys with the helmets. Give me one of those to wear. Why not? Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be fun. Plus, and I mean, they already started doing different little like cosmetics for the pals. I don't know if you saw there was like a new thing you can make and put in your base where you can adjust outfits for pals and like accessories. For pals.
I saw it, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah, I haven't actually. To be fair, I haven't made one since I played with Sheep. So I actually need to make one to see because now I have a much wider range of pals available to me. So I'm kind of curious how many of them actually have different cosmetics you can put on them. But that'll be for later. God, I want to play Power World. We got to finish.
Well, finish up, man.
You're the one who keeps talking forever about shit. Holy fuck!
You're right. I'm sorry. I mean, that's pretty much all the major stories out of the way. We got to talk about this one at the very least. We'll wrap up with this because this is the thumbnail. So, hey, guess what? The sex bots are back in the conversation. You guys ready to talk about the sex bots again?
No.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Yeah, a new UK study has raised.
Outvoted.
A new UK study has raised concerns about how teenage boys are using AI companion apps. Researchers surveyed more than 1,000 boys at age 12 to 16 from 37 schools and found that around 1 in 5 either had an AI girlfriend or knew someone that age who did. The study also found that 85% had used an AI chatbot, 43% used AI to ask questions they were too embarrassed to ask someone else, 26% said they preferred the attention from AI companions over real-life relationships, and 36% said they sometimes prefer talking to AI instead of friends or family. Experts say AI companions could give young people unrealistic ideas about relationships because the bots are designed to always be supportive, agree with the user, and be available whenever needed. Okay, so this last little sentence here makes me feel bad because at least most of those things, should you not expect those things in a relationship? Like someone who is supportive and agrees with you at least sometimes and is available, well, maybe not whenever needed, but is available for you. If somebody who's there for you, are these things you shouldn't expect in a relationship?
No, not as a guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay then. I wonder if that might be part of the problem.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's a lot of thoughts you're having. I don't. Do you have a license for those thoughts?
No, I don't.
No.
I do like how Savvy chimed in though. Notice how they only talk about the boys being an issue when the primary demographic using these is women. See AI is majority women and girls. Everyone is using them. Yeah, but it's fine when girls use it. It's just like fucking Despot says whenever like it's a woman doing anything. That means it is not illegal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
obvious women are obviously never maladaptive or anything like that.
No, but it is true that generally speaking, women get a pass when it comes to any sort of like everything. That field.
Yeah. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Obviously, women are just absolutely perfect and don't ever have any problems with anything. No behavioral issues or
Surely
anything
they
weird like
Hear
that.
you wanting to throw up in your mouth as you say it.
Surely they
Good.
would never get overly.
Yeah.
They would never get overly attached to an AI husbando on their phone. You know.
No, it's not like.
Just look at the Love and Deep Space fans. Look at how well adjusted they.
Mm.
No, women get overly attached to their fucking bobs. It's it's a problem for everybody, but obviously, bigger problem. Then men aren't going to do things.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. I mean, it's just kind of been the case for like, I feel like we've been talking about this for the last few years at this point, like the AI girlfriends and shit coming in and just kind of filling in where men can't really approach real women anymore. So
Anything a
Is it-
human invents, eventually the question is, how do I have sex with it? And that's not just for men. I mean, that goes for both sides. It's a human behavior for whatever godforsaken reason.
And it's
so
really what it
toxic.
can be really boiled into is how do I get my dopamine hit?
Yeah.
It so
Yeah.
happens that
Sex is an easy dopamine hit.
Stone Toss Comics. To be fair, have you seen UK women?
Is he wrong though?
no, most people in
No.
the UK can't see
No, not
through
really.
fucking burqas, so no one's seen them.
Women for the past 3 decades to hate their guts. What are they expecting now? If I can't find food in a feminist society, they'll dine with AI. What those boys are going through. The strategy poll for the new season. Young adults 18 to 30 years old. Oh, that's more than twice as much on the negative. That is probably not good. Since certain people can't compete, people aren't owed male attention. If you can't give men what they want, trying to legislate your competition away is just ridiculous. Yeah. Once the sex box are made, it's very unlikely that they'll be stopped. So imagine getting absolutely mogged by a clanker. Women are good. Oh no. Rada, I would say that you're probably safe, being married and everything, but I know that Sheep started looking at that computer a little differently once Palworld came out, so
That's different. I still get him in bed. He has to go to sleep eventually. So
yeah,
For now.
yeah, AI is not going to fix the fact that he has to get in bed at some point.
What if AI is the bed, Rada?
Yeah,
Tell me,
We're
once
gonna
just
have
having
a
fun at
smart
that
bed.
point, aren't we?
once the pods are invented, Rada, then
the
what?
smart bed with the utilitarian sheath.
We can't do smart beds. We have dogs.
That's yeah, okay, fair enough.
For now,
My dogs live about 18 years. I think I'm safe.
that's not what I meant. Oh, no, I don't.
Looks inside. The AI is nice to them.
Yeah, no, nobody messes with my pets. They realize that's not going to turn out well for them.
Man, but there is the reason I decided to let this come back into circulation here on the show again is because there is a actual story sort of attached to this. It has been community noted, so it's not quite as bad as it sounds initially, but it's still sort of on the radar in China because China is making romantic AI chatbots completely illegal, except not completely. They believe people falling in love with AI is contributing to declining birth rates. I mean, I'm sure it's
Yes,
a number.
I'm sure it
That
has.
sort of shit is out there. Now, the note here does say that China's new regulations prohibit AI companionship chatbots from inducing emotional dependence and ban such relationships with minors, but do not make romantic AI chatbots completely illegal. So what they've done specifically is make it so that minors can't interact with these, which is very much probably for the best.
No. It's so that.
In my opinion, I don't think kids should be fucking around with.
Oh no. Yes. I'm. That's not the part.
See how the romantic
Not the part I'm fucking disagreeing with.
what's that?
The everything being completely illegal part though. That's probably closer to truth than you're thinking, especially since it's vagaries of, chatbots that induce emotional dependence. That's pretty wide. That's as wide as they want it to be. Honestly.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like that is probably still for the best overall, I would think. As far as like becoming emotionally dependent on an AI, I don't see many scenarios in which that would be a good thing.
A good thing. I guess it's at the end of the day, it's China doing it, so I'm not happy because China. But yeah, the idea behind banning this sort of shit, it's good.
Yeah,
I've seen it, what it's done to people that I know, and even relatively intelligent, well-adjusted women have absolutely fucking lost themselves to these sorts of things.
Do they not read real books?
No.
The one I'm thinking about in particular, she's not a reader.
Women's literature, right?
No, she's not one of those either. She would have. Someone that you and I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's all the detail we need to go in on that one. But yeah, man, it's a weird phenomenon. It's a weird thing to think about.
I mean, while on one hand, the CCP doing this kind of thing might sound like a good thing. It's kind of like, did you read the results, or did you see what's happening as a result of that the people being so upset about Love in Deep Space? The CCP reaction?
Yeah. We went over that a little bit last week. I'm pretty sure I had a thing about that where it's like they're looking to just like completely annihilate otome games now.
Yeah,
from China.
And that's basically where this kind of thing leads.
Yeah, it's complete government control. Again, it's China, and again, spoil and die. I'm okay with China just not having a birthright.
Damn. Okay. Holy shit, Bear. That sounded so much more sinister than I think you meant for it to sound.
I mean, my thing is that China does it, then other places start trying to do it, and they say, well, what's in China? And then, your rights get eroded away very slowly because of people who can't control themselves. And honestly, I'm not for people who can't control themselves being the reason that I can't do a thing when I can control myself. I honestly think they should be allowed to do what they need to do and die.
Damn. I mean, I suppose that is fair, and to a point, like, you gotta let people have their freedom, and whatever they do with it is, that'll end how it ends. I do feel like maybe just, I mean, we've already talked about bringing back the asylums, right? Whenever somebody goes too far with this shit, just toss them in the box until they sort themselves out, or don't.
Some of them never sort themselves out, but that's kind of the way evolution works. Some people aren't as far along the evolutionary scale as others, and keeping them alive is cruelty not just to them, but to the rest of us as well.
Well, there are just so many maladaptive behaviors and traits that a person can pick up.
Sorry, I may be tired and grouchy, so I might be a little more.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I just the advent of AI becoming like a whole fucking extinction event.
I mean, honestly, humans are overdue for it.
AI is unironically going to be
sorry, not an extinction event. I mean, like I hate the use the word purge here.
Again, it's going to be its own sort of eugenics.
It's going to be an evolutionary test for those who can think beyond a certain level and those who can't.
Yeah, I will say though, like, because I'm thinking about like how deeply invested some people have been getting into these. Like, I remember we also looked at that video of that one lady who had like her little like husband bot that she is always talking to. I think she was like an author or something. But like, I just think, man, what the fuck happens when like you take these super friendly, always supportive AI bots in people's cell phones, and you give them a body. Doesn't even have like to be a like realistic human body, like Detroit Become Human, right? Just like an approximation of a human body. Like what happens then, man? Where do we go from there?
For part of it, suicide rate's gonna jump, fucking skyrocket.
Okay, all right.
It's dark, but it's true. It's going to amplify the loneliness epidemic.
And people aren't going to understand it because they won't think further than this is supposed to make me happy. Why isn't this making me happy?
Though I will say, the birth rate's going to plummet at first, but if we can get to the whole, artificial womb and sort of thing going on, birth rates are going to fucking skyrocket.
Yeah, there's a lot of people too selfish to take care of a kid.
Oh yeah, no. There won't be parenting. Parenting is not going to skyrocket, but birth rates are going to skyrocket, and then we're going to have the children farms.
Well, no, the robots can be the parents. You just give the child to the robot. You just have
that would cause so many. That's
download 5,000 episodes of Cocomelon into the robot.
I'd rather have Skynet wipe us out. So instead of going out with, in war and a whimper, we're gonna go out with a whimper and a no face. Great. That's the end of humanity.
I mean, some of y'all are. Personally, I don't plan to let myself go that way, but hey.
Not gonna make that comment, but I understand. I know where you're. I know what you mean. I gotta pick my words.
He's just got another said thought that came to his mind because of my wording. It's okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait a while, and the CCP will allow a state-approved AI companion.
Probably.
I feel like I heard about something like that, where it's like Japan was doing something like that, where like they give fucking AIs to fucking hikikomoris to teach them how to like properly like communicate and socialize before letting them finally like get out of their houses. Or some shit like that. I feel like that was the thing that happened a while back.
The CCP really is gonna have the fucking meme "our wife" going on. It's everyone's AI chatbot.
Yeah. You get your government allocated robot wife, and you can it'll come with the installed womb that Bear mentioned.
No. And the everyone gets the one. Yeah. There's one robot AI wife for everyone.
No, it's the same wife. Everybody gets the same wife, so that everybody is equal and has the same stuff and blah 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 blah.
No. They're gonna need an army of them so that they can have one for everybody, so they'll know who's talking bad about the government, and then they'll activate that one to kill that person, and then and then we'll go back to it'll all be fine.
It'll just be one of them, and you all have to schedule time with her.
Oh Lord, it's like that one bitch from OnlyFans that like fucked 100 dudes in one day.
Yes.
I can't remember her fucking name.
Instead of Bonnie Blue, it'll be
Bonnie Blue. That's the
Connie Red.
Bonnie Bot. There you go. Oh fuck, that's good. All right. I think.
All right, let's be done, please.
Yeah, we're done. We're good.
I think we're over.
Questions.
Questions. Are there any questions? Let's
before
find
that,
out.
Title.
All right, title first.
We didn't have a whole lot of possible titles this time.
I think
like 3 of them are all related to Todd Howard.
Yeah, it's whichever version of retarded we want.
We'll put 2 of them in. We'll put 2 of those in.
But yeah, let's get one of the Bethesda retardeds.
And then Todding Hard, and then we'll do those 2.
I'm changing Todding Hard to Todd Hard, so it sounds like Die Hard.
Sure, that's fine. Diamond Hands to eBay plans is pretty strong, I think. That's a good one, Bear. Well done.
Thank you.
And then
oh man, you know what? The problem is I'm not looking for the stronger one. I'm looking for which one is the least weak.
You know what?
Yeah.
I like that thing you just typed into chat. We're gonna do it. The Goon Pods Cometh.
Okay.
That one's
Fair
strong.
enough. That'll do. That'll do. All right. So now we can check and see if we got any questions, and then we can wrap up for the night.
We have one question from NeoGX33, and he says, or he asks, best golden era Disney film you enjoyed? Like, depends on when you define the golden era, I suppose.
I'm
I think
gonna
that's
say
what he's
like
asking.
I'm gonna go with like everything that was 2D animated, like right up until The Princess and the Frog.
That's
Right, but he wants to know which film.
Yeah, but I'm
Of the
saying
films.
as
Which
far
one
as-
of the films?
Yeah. But as far as like films that qualify for this question, that's what I was saying, like right up to Princess and the Frog. That's where I'd put it.
Oh, okay.
And in that case, I'm still gonna go with Hunchback of Notre Dame. Mostly because it's fucking like live action remake proof. They will never touch that movie again. I know it, and I appreciate that because it means they can't fucking ruin it. But on top of the fact that I really love that movie. I love the music in that movie. All the animation's fucking fantastic. The story's great. Just a great movie overall. That's mine.
I'm really biased. I grew up with Aladdin, and
Yeah,
that was the movie like we had, and it got just put on over and over again. So I have
Makes sense.
super fond
Fucking
memories of
great
that. Kind of that's the early '90s is kind of where I'm gonna go for that.
Did you have the sequels too? The
I
direct
watched.
to
Yeah, I did
VHS?
watch all of the sequels.
Yeah. Fucking Return of Jafar, King of the 40 Thieves, all that shit. It was surprisingly good for straight to VHS, you know? Good movies.
Yeah, I mean, for a kid, yeah, I certainly wasn't disappointed at the time.
I'm gonna have
Right,
to go
you're
with
right.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
Wow.
I knew you'd go for one of the really old ones.
You fucking ass.
No, it's not even an age joke. It's just
Mm.
knowing Rada. It was
They
gonna
had
be
darker storylines. They really stuck closer to the actual spirit of the original fairy tales. And at the age I was watching them, I actually had been read the original stories, so I understood that what Disney was showing me was not the same as what the actual stories were.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Did you actually get read Sleeping Beauty? And
Yeah.
the original with the.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, I've my mother, I should say specifically, sat down and read all the originals with me, all the original, like Grimm's fairy tales and what's the name of the guy who wrote Little Mermaid again? Anderson?
Something like that.
He's got three names and I can only remember one of them right now.
Yeah. It's like you say the point of like they were darker, but it's like some
They
of
were
the like
way darker.
some like
Hans Christian
Yeah,
Andersen.
some
Oh,
of like
driving me nuts.
some of the mid-era like 2D animated Disney movies were pretty fucked up too. Like Scar was literally torn apart and eaten. Clayton was hanged off of fucking vines. You saw his body in the shadow of the lightning, right? Fucking Frodo like fell into a sea of fire.
Jazz.
Ursula was impaled by a ship.
Yes.
Like-
These are like more darker compared to current Disney. Do you know what happens in the original Sleeping Beauty story?
Doesn't the guy throw a sword at the dragon? Like
No, that's
I'm not talking about that
He's
part.
talking about the story, not the movie.
like I'm sorry. The original. Okay,
Yeah.
because we're talking about the Disney movies right now, right?
No, we were, but she said she was read the stories.
The original
before.
stories, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, the stories
I-
where things like the stepmother and the sisters were made to dance in hot shoes, and
Yeah.
they had their eyes picked out by birds, and Sleeping Beauty was sexually assaulted by the king of the country, and
It was
Yeah,
not
but
assaulted.
But I thought
It
we
was
were still
full
talking
on.
about the movies.
I
though.
was
Yeah, it's
just
the movie.
no,
Birth the
we were
twins.
talking about the actual stories at that point.
Oh,
It's again, you weren't listening.
all right. No, I was listening. I just because the question was about the movies. So.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it was
branched off
it led to more.
when he asked if I had been read the actual stories.
Yeah, I
Oh.
wanted to know if little baby Rada got read a story where the protagonist gets diddled in her sleep and
Mhm.
has kids still unconscious.
No, I
And
got
the
you.
only reason she gets woken up is because of one of the babies accidentally fixing her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. But like, as far as you like having the Sleeping Beauty Disney movie as your favorite of the Disney movies, like
It's because it was closer to the original.
okay,
The others ones were closer to. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can talk about like Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I mean, obviously, The Lion King doesn't have a real comparison since it was actually built off of Hamlet, but obviously not particularly close to Hamlet. And so on and so forth. But you got to face it, the battle between the Dark Fairy and the Prince was much more, was just darker in general.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it had a way different thing. I mean, and I was always one of those kids growing up that didn't like so great example. My mother had read me the Chronicles of Narnia. Then I saw a cartoon, the Wizard, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I was very upset that it didn't match the book as a child. So
Autism.
yes, I tism pretty hard about some of these things. There's a reason why if I'm going to watch a movie based on the book, it's much better if I haven't read the book yet.
That makes sense. That actually, I can relate to that at least.
I'm okay if I watch the movie and then read the book, but if it's the other way around, I get a little upset. Actually, I almost kicked the chair in front of me in the first Hobbit movie and refused to watch any of the others. So there's that. Oh, that movie pisses me off so much. Heck, I yelled at it when they had fucking Arwen saving Frodo, and it wasn't Glorfindel or whichever one it is. So
Oh, you would have raged so hard getting into those other movies. If you had gotten to the third movie, I think you probably would have.
there's a reason
killed
I
them.
stopped. There's a reason I stopped at the first Hobbit movie. I was able to tolerate the Lord of the Rings movies. They did a really good job, minus the whole sticking Liv Tyler in it more than she really needed to be. But yeah, no, I watched that first Hobbit movie and then I was out. I like nobody wants to watch this with me. I'm not watching it. I don't have the patience. I will be nothing but angry. So, I still have not watched them.
Anyways,
Okay.
Oh, also,
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's our
again.
favorites. We got off a little bit, but
oh shit.
I don't know if you can see it. It's on Rumble.
it's on Rumble. I cannot see it then.
So, $2 or $1 from Pokelda says, German fairy tales, life sucks, then everyone dies a horrible death. The end. Basically, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
kind of yes and no, but I mean, there's stories like Rose Red and Snow White and a whole bunch of really better. Not it. You know what? Never mind. Someone always dies. That's just the way it is.
I mean, German fairy tales really are emblematic of the German people and mindset as a whole traditionally. So take that for what you will.
Yeah, right. But I mean, they're still good. I like them. I'll read them to my children
Yeah, hopefully.
someday. So
Question answered. Was there other questions, or was that it?
that was it. That's all the questions. Do you want to know who won?
Yeah.
The Goon Pod's coming.
Amazing. All right. Well, while that's happening, let's keep robots kickbox while we outro here. It's time to shill. Rada, what you got coming up?
I need a second because I'm fixing the title.
Hey, no worries. I've distracted the audience with fighting robots. So.
Oh man.
Also,
Part of it looks cool.
Crazy how much these robots could do, man. It's just wild. I mean, they can't fucking aim, but also that guy's head fell off.
They're getting better.
They're getting better.
They are Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Real
2.0.
steel is coming, guys. We're getting there.
I mean, I'm okay with robot wars like this. Why not?
Like everyone's just like laughing and enjoying it. Look, he's emoting in the middle of the fight.
I love the fact that only one of them has a head.
Yeah, no, they both have heads. His is just hanging off.
Oh, his is hanging down. Okay, I didn't see it fall off. All right. Well, as for me, What?
It's actually kind of scary how fast they get back up off the ground too.
Yeah.
The motions they make when getting up are just so uncomfortable to watch.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Human-shaped robots, I'm not sure are a great idea. I mean,
Well,
this
they're
definitely triggers that uncanny valley thing.
Yeah, the human robots are coming. There's no avoiding them now. But
Yeah.
would be nice if we could also get some dog-shaped robots. I want a Blade Wolf. I just do.
Okay.
Mm.
Hey, Blade Wolf is Bear. You know Blade Wolf is fucking sick. Come on.
I'm not denying it, man. That wasn't a
without
no.
maybe we don't equip it with a chainsaw tail, but other than that, Blade Wolf is cool.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
We're Belgian Rising again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Count to the count. He's dead. Okay. So yeah, sorry. Rada, what's coming up again?
So I'm going to all right. Thursday and Friday will be the Daily Show, 1 hour, about 1 p.m. Eastern. I talk about things, basically whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Might be news, might be just me talking about random shit, maybe yelling at a cat or something. Probably yelling at a cat. There was almost always going to be yelling at a cat involved. And probably the dogs too. Thursday night, I believe I'll be streaming some Neo 3 because I kind of got to finish that up so I can start the game I want to after that. Friday will be 7 Days to Die. Saturday, I'll be playing Pal Worlds with friends, assuming they can show up. Sunday, I have moved my stream to the evening, so that'll be about 9 p.m. 9 p.m., 11 Eastern, to do some probably Neo 3. I might pivot and decide to do Scarlet Deer Inn. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that long a game, so I might be able to do it in one stream. And finally, I will do the daily stream Monday and Tuesday, and then I will be back here Tuesday evening.
Oh.
You sound surprised by that.
Yeah. It's just...
What?
Oh wait, no, that's not next week. It's the week after.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I forgot what day it was.
Yep.
Okay. Well, as for yours truly, I'm probably gonna do. Let's see, tomorrow. I have so much Zenless shit I need to do. I'll probably do a Zenless stream because I got to do some Zenless stuff before the next major update. And then let me see. Thursday, obviously, we do Marvel Rivals. That's our weekly Rivals night. Friday, I'll either do Pal World or more Grand Blue Relink because I got more stuff to do in either of those games. Probably Pal World, though, to be honest. We're probably just going to Pal World it up and do a little more Pal World. Pal Worlding, all that sort of Pal World sort of stuff,
And then some more Pal World later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, Pal World. I mean, Path of Exile. Sorry, but start with P. With Bear. Bear, you want to do some Path of Exile?
Yeah.
Pal of Exile on.
Are we gonna do it this week? This time?
Yeah, man. Pal of Exile. You and me, buddy.
Pal of Exile.
Just two pals played Pal.
I do appreciate that we're all gonna fucking log into Pot World right after this. Play alone.
I'm just waiting for you two to shut up.
Okay. And then, of course, Monday's D&D, and then Tuesday we'll be back here, same time, same night, guys, and we'll be talking about all of Pal World that happens between now and Pal World. But how much Pal World could that really Pal World when you think about it?
A lot of Pal World.
Pal World?
But but will Pal World you guys Pal time, Pal care of yourselves, and Pal World.
Pal World.
Pal World.
Pal World.
Pal World.
Pal.
Pal World.